I'm laughing at the comments. Music to rape by in an Avis washroom.
Or do
That's
you mean
exactly what it is.
music to rape to?
I think they're talking about that 80s intro.
Oh.
Welcome, everybody. Yeah, we're live even though there's fucking snow outside. It was horrible. We couldn't even park the car.
Oh, bro, it was terrible.
We had to park on the street like a bunch of peasants.
Bro, I got stuck, bro. I never get stuck.
That's not true. Like, you're assuming everybody's using the audio version. They've never seen you.
Look. The only thing that gets stuck from me is my dick and holes. That's the only thing that gets stuck, bro.
There's nothing flattering about that statement. Most dick and holes, bro. You'd be a good school teacher.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro.
Don't worry, Jim. You're gonna grow up your dicks and get stuck in holes. It's a weird pep talk. Oh, good stuck in holes. Why do you look like are you wearing your custom shirt? Are you wearing a water? I just realized right now you're wearing a Waterhead sweater. Oh, Waterhead, yeah.
And it says "Sons of Bitches" on the back.
Let me see the back. Show them the back, cause
I'm part of a motorcycle gang.
Show them the back. Oh, I didn't see that you're wearing the Sons of Bitches. Oh, yeah. Don't pull down all the cables with you, bro. You're taking everything out with you.
What happened?
You're turning, so you're taking all the cables with you because of your headphones. No. Careful. You're gonna take a. Yeah, they can see. Oh. Sons of Bitches. Oh, that's nice, bro. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that you got the 2 drink minimum merch.
Why wouldn't I, bro?
Support the brand. I like it.
I gotta represent.
I like what you're doing. Yeah, let's see. We got Marvin in the chat. We got Tom Tanaka. We got Tom Ernst. Tanaka, you watched that UFC last night? There was some serious ass kicking going on.
Oh yeah, there was the fight.
The oofs.
Yeah.
The oofs is men fighting. Yeah, it was. There are actually some good fights. Some. I guess I don't know if you want to say surprises. I mean, I know that when they were talking about getting rid of the fucking flyweight, nobody expected Dillashaw to get fucking hammered like that in a couple of seconds. I don't know. You guys could comment what you think if the stoppage was a little early. It was a little early, but he was getting beat up at the same time because you could see it either way, right? It was a little early, but maybe the ref saved the guy from retardation of getting. Because dude, you get fucking punched in the face repeatedly like that.
Well, I knew a boxer. He was semi-professional. And he
would just fight in parking lots.
No, in the ring, bro.
But they would pay him
because there's amateur, there's the where they put the helmets like retards, and then there's the.
That's what they do in the Olympics too.
I know, I'm joking.
The Special Olympics. Go on.
And then there's the semi-professional, which is not that famous. They make money, but not like a stupid amount. And then there's the professional. They make a stupid amount of money, you know? And he was a semi-professional boxer, and he got hit in the temple. And it sort of fucked him up. And he had to stop his career. Now he just works in construction, the guy.
Wait, what?
He just works in construction.
That's why everything's fucked up. That's who we're hiring. That's fucking ridiculous. He works construction now. What does he do? He stands around drooling. He was recently promoted. He runs a team. Every day is the same thing. He's like, snip. And they're like, fuck, we don't understand what he's saying.
Not that level, meaning like...
And they're like, yeah, of course, yeah. Why is that road work delayed? Yeah, go see my boss.
Excuse me, sir, why is the road work delayed?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll get to the news in a bit. I have some shit I want to talk about. But let's see. What does Tom say? That's exactly what happened when the ref saved TJ from getting hammered. Yeah, you see, that's the thing is people forget is the ref actually does you a favor in those cases because he was out of it. Like I don't see how he was gonna do anything from that position. Like he was getting manhandled, and one bad hit to the fucking face knocks him. You know, knockouts
to the head.
Yeah, knockouts they really fuck with you. A good knockout will mess with you. Plus his face looked like he went fucking 4 or 5 rounds. So Jesus. Yeah, he took the hits. It took 37 seconds, I think. 40 seconds or something.
Me, I remember I've never been knocked out because I did boxing for 2 years.
Yeah, but you also weren't in the UFC.
Obviously. But I remember one time I sparred. They put me with a 6'5" black guy. That guy must have been 350 pounds. He was really slow, but if he hit you, he hit
in the
you.
head or like physically moving.
Physically moving.
Okay.
He was like it was a bulky guy, bro. You know. So, bro, and at some point he gives me a right straight, bro, right here, hits me right here, right in the nose, bro. Like I can't, like it almost knocked me out.
Fucking hate crimes, huh?
Bro. I was legit seeing, you know, the cartoons with the stars.
Yeah.
I was legit seeing stars, bro. I thought the cartoons were over exaggerating. They're not over exaggerating, bro.
You saw stars, bro?
You legitimately see stars.
You haven't been the same ever since.
No.
You developed a speech impediment. Yeah, Marvin says the same thing. It's not like the movies where you can get your head beat to shit and then make a comeback.
Oh no
Like,
no no.
they have to save your life. Like that other
Yeah.
one. What was the, Hardy when he kneed him when he was down? I don't know if you saw that. He got disqualified. The other guy, Crowder, won by DQ. Poseidon is making the story overly romantic. Yeah, he suffered brain damage. He was like, let me tell you, there was a black man. It was a slow black man, but not slow enough for me. He was way too fast for me. Got me right in the temple.
No, not in the temple. Anyways,
Let's see, what is Tanaka saying? If the ref would have let it go a little bit longer, but that was a fine stoppage. Yeah, it would have been nice if the ref let it go a bit more, but I don't think anything would have changed. I think maybe we would have seen a legit knockout, but that would have been worse. I'd rather they have a rematch and he's able to fight, put food on the table, than get the guy all fucked up.
did you see that clip of the guy getting kneed on the forehead and then his forehead indents?
Split? Was that a knee? I thought that was in boxing. I saw somebody sent
Or
me
it
a
was an
photo.
elbow. No, it was an elbow, I think. It was in UFC.
Really?
I forgot. Or Bellator. I forgot which fight, though.
Somebody sent me a photo of a black guy who had it was split in right in the middle, and it said if you don't like boxing, if you don't like blood, boxing's not for you, or something like that. And I guess he got punched so hard that it split, or elbowed maybe.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah,
That's bananas.
that's the kind of shit you get into when you walk into that goddamn octagon.
Yeah. You gotta deal with the consequences.
Yeah, but they're nothing compared to the real consequences of real professional wrestling. Imagine fighting a guy who was dead and he's back to life and stuff. How do you beat that? How do you unbeatable?
I wasn't expecting that one because you said real wrestling. And I was like, in my head it was the the Olympic. Yeah. He said comes back to life, and I was like, wait.
Some guy gets a chair. Oh, Poseidon.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
I don't like it. It's not good for the frogs. So, we're gonna get some news in a bit. Let's see. That was Badu Jack in boxing, a headbutt. Oh, it was in boxing, eh? It was a headbutt. Oh shit. Oh, that's bad. You ever got a headbutt?
No, never.
Algerians used to like headbutt.
I've headbutted people.
Yeah, I don't like the headbutt. Don't use it. If you're fighting, just fight.
It's a very dirty move.
It's a very dirty.
Because it's very unexpected. It's just a thrust, basically. It's just like bam,
It's not that it's unexpected. I mean, it's in a fight.
Because you don't see it coming. Like a punch, you see the guy winding up,
Yeah.
body weight transfer, but a headbutt, it's just,
Yeah. I have a hard head.
Yeah.
I would be good at headbutts,
Yeah.
but I don't want to do that shit. Give myself a headache. But I remember Algerians used to do that a lot.
No, you wouldn't give yourself a headache because you're the one dealing the damage.
Let's see. Tom says, if you punch someone in the temple, does that not make you a Nazi? A neo-Nazi, rather.
What? How would that make you a Nazi?
Well, I don't know. You have to explain it, Poseidon. You have to let them know. Were you attacked by a Nazi is what they're asking. Were you the victim of a hate crime?
But I was never hit in the temple.
Where were they hit?
Oh, I just got it. Did I get? Wait, did I?
You didn't get anything.
No.
This
Because they
is
would
amazing.
raid temples or something. I don't know, like
What?
Jewish temples.
I like how you went far with that one. It's like, I think I got it. Wait, hold on. Wait. The Jews? Fucking guy. Poseidon said body weight transfer. Everyone post their top 5 rips.
What? What did he say?
Nothing. Bro, nothing. It doesn't matter. He's just talking. Yeah, the Jews go to temple. Exactly. You see, Tom's like, fuck, it took him a while, but he got it. So if you want to see a nice, check out Marvin Eastman versus Belfort. Why was it bad? Was it by a nice one? Do you mean he killed a man? Because that's the thing, man. Fucking sometimes, dude, you see a knockout and you feel sorry for the person. You're like, that's not.
I don't.
No?
I don't. They signed the contract. They know what they were getting themselves into, bro.
You know what I hate? I hate when somebody's knocked out and they keep punching him in the fucking face. Like when the ref takes a second or two to get there.
Yeah.
That I never
It's
like.
like
'cause
you're
you won.
overdoing
The
it.
guy's
Yeah.
dead. Dave Temple is black. Yeah.
Like it's different if you just took a random dude who doesn't know that the UFC exists and you throw him in an octagon. Then I would feel bad if he gets knocked out.
You got the car crash sound for me. Oh, Tom, no car crash sound. Instead, I'm still adding sounds. Instead, I decided to focus on putting just little images of clips that I want to talk about the news and shit. Just because it was a stupid week. Like I saw so much stupid shit, and I didn't want to forget it.
A lot of gay shit too.
What? What are you talking about?
You showed me.
I showed you a lot of gay shit.
No, like the new stuff was a lot of those fags. They were uppity.
Jesus fucking Christ! You can't take him anywhere. Can't take him anywhere. So no, I think we had stupid news right this week in stupid. We had some. The first thing I'm going to talk about is because of you, because you're playing Assassin's Creed. Is Assassin's Creed? I don't know if you guys saw this, but Ubisoft apologized because their DLC, all right, had your character. If it was the woman that you picked, I had her go straight because she had a baby. So people were angry. I don't know who was fucking angry, but apparently there was enough people to be angry that the character was not gay. That it caused such an uproar that Ubisoft had to apologize for making the character straight.
You just open up the emails from Ubisoft and it's just 5 angry dykes sending emails.
But I don't know. I don't know why. Like, I mean, they're. I understand. You know, in a way, you know what's fucked up. In a way, I kind of get them in one way. I'll tell you why. Like, you were told it's an open world. You just make the decisions. So you decided to make that character gay, and you play through it, and then you pay money for DLC, and they're like, "Fuck your decisions." So. You know, imagine if it was not sexual orientation. Imagine if your decision was, I don't know, class or an armor choice. And then you get DLC and they're like, nah, fuck it, you're a fairy now. Wouldn't you be like, hey, what the fuck, man? I was a warrior.
Yeah, I get it, but it's such a... I'm forgetting the word.
Yeah, as most simpletons do.
Not a simpleton, it was a word. It's so...
I'm not a simpleton. I was like, these dykes are you sending emails. I'm not a simpleton.
I forgot the word, fuck it.
That's the word. The word is fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get back to MMA after. I want to handle this shit now. So yeah, you guys, I don't know if you guys saw this shit. Fucking the Assassin's Creed thing. I don't know. I'm torn both ways. Because in one way, I'm like, well, it's their story. Let them... Because they have a reason. Because they need her to have a baby or something. But on the other hand, I'm like, well, why would you... tell the player that they can make their own decisions if they're just gonna wash over them?
But at the same time, like how many people are gonna pick to be gay in the game? You know, you're gonna change a whole structure of everything and bullshit and storylines, and just think about the money that you're gonna have to spend to change everything. You know.
Cyril's like, he walks by Ubisoft Montreal every day and he can tell that their employees are being force fed the soy. Oh, do they seem like reluctant? They're like, oh god, I gotta go back up there. What are you gonna do? I gotta create a gay, black, trans bear or something. I don't know. I don't know who you're making happy by over it. I feel like that belittles everything. You know what I mean?
What belittles everything?
Like if it feels forced, you know, like I'd be insulted.
Yeah.
If right now there was enough complaint, like you better put a Greek character in, and like they were forced to put some stereotypical Greek guy, I wouldn't be happy. I'd be like, that's forced.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like it's like the token black guy in horror movies, you know?
Yeah, you'd feel like
it's kind of like, it's annoying.
Yeah, like black people were watching, I'm like, oh, this is fucking...
Like, I'm not even black and I get annoyed, you know? I'm just like, why, you know?
Yeah, they speak like, hey, what up, homies?
Yeah, they talk like they're retards, you know?
Yeah, and then they get killed.
The first ones to die, you know?
Yeah. That must get annoying for
And they do stuff that black people don't even do. Like, they hear a noise from the basement and they go investigate.
Yeah.
Black people would never do that.
No people would investigate that. I am peoples. I would not investigate that.
No, white people do that shit.
White people?
Yeah.
Maybe white people. I wouldn't do that. I'm Greek. You hear in the basement. Hey. I'd be like, later. Well, I'm getting an exorcism.
I'm selling the house, bro.
I'm setting the house on fire. I'm not letting anybody step foot in there. You know what I might do, though? I might call you over just to make sure and be like...
Me?
Yeah, and just be like, yo, Poseidon, can you go in the basement, bro, pick up this heavy computer? I got it, bro.
Like, so, you know, I'm being dragged back down to the basement, bro.
Hey, what's up? Who's this lady? Hey, what's up, man? Oh, my God! What happened to Poseidon? I don't know. He hasn't been here in a while. By the way, I moved. Something like that. Yeah, I don't know if you should be forced to apologize. Let's see here. So, what's up, gentlemen? Let's see. What do you guys think about the Macedonian name? Oh, shit. All right. Nate's... Okay. We could talk about that if you want to. I had already made a video on this thing a while back about that, but we can address it since we're talking about This Week in Stupid. So for those of you who don't know, I guess because we're talking about Greek stuff, so we'll give it 2 minutes. So basically, the whole thing about Macedonia is, as you guys know, Alexander the Great, that's where he was from. Great place. So it's the northmost province of Greece. So in the last couple of years, I guess in the last 20, it really started to pick up. So it's a Slavic nation that's right on top of Greece. It was part of Yugoslavia. It used to be called Vardaska. They keep changing names. They need to find a national identity. So after, there was a split with Yugoslavia, and they weren't. They were kind of Bulgarian. The language they speak is Bulgarian. It's a dialect of Bulgarian. So they didn't have a national identity. So one of their fucking dictators decided, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna just take Macedonia. It's the south, It's we're gonna now they're Slavs, they're not Greeks. So they decided to adopt that name, Macedonia. So Greeks got pissed, obviously, and we still do, because not only do they take the name, right, but they're claiming the history.
Yeah.
So, and they're saying ridiculous things like Alexander the Great was Slavic, but the Slavs didn't even exist at the time. Like they didn't even come into the region until like 1,000 years later. So it's very, very irritating. It would be the equivalent right now if Quebec started saying like, yeah, fuck New York down there. That's fake New York. We're real New York, and New York really
Yeah.
speaks French. New Yorkers be like, what? And then they'd be
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're New York, so we're gonna call ourselves New York. You guys figure. So New Yorkers would fucking flip out. They'd be like, what
Oh,
are you
yeah.
talking about? You know?
Oh yeah, especially New Yorkers.
I'm just using that as an example so people could understand. And now, because the way politics are, nobody gives a shit about Greece. They're like people are accepting the name change for them to call themselves anything with the name Macedonia in it, which Greeks are fucking furious about. So just imagine that retardation of people calling themselves something and then claiming the history. Like, they didn't even exist at that time. It doesn't make any sense. Any historian will tell you that this is fucking ludicrous. But
We don't even look the same.
no, they're Bulgarians.
Yeah. You know, they have like those weird faces.
Well, they're
them.
Slavic.
Some
They're
of
not
them,
weird.
yeah.
They look different.
Well,
than you.
yeah, exactly. But you know what I mean. I don't want to offend no Slavic people.
you feel I don't want to blame all of them for these guys. Well, they're not. Most of the Slavs around them don't like what they're doing. Like,
Yeah.
because they know.
I
They're
know.
Like, especially for Bulgarians, it's like, dudes, like, shut the fuck up before Bulgaria just takes you over. Like, you're what are there, 1 million people? Get the fuck out of here. So that's what's happening, and I don't like it. I wouldn't honestly if they were just saying we want to call ourselves a name, north of Macedonia, because we're north of something like that. I'd be cool. I'd be more cool with it. What bothers me is the fact that they're claiming history.
Yeah.
That and their fault.
That's the
They're
fucked up part.
like it's weird. It's like Soviet Union propaganda type of stuff. Like they have these fake history books of shit that never happened. They didn't even exist at that time. They don't speak Greek. You're not. They don't even. This was crazy. People were asking them questions about because even all our emblems, the Macedonian emblem, they have meanings in Greek, right? And they're in Greek writing. And they were asking them like, "Do you even know what this means?" They're like, "No," because it's not their language. They don't understand. It's not their. They just make stuff up. So shit like that. That's what bothers me. It's not so much the name. It's more of the context that they want to take the history. So that's why I'm always very outspoken about this. I get really upset about it. Upset. I like to educate people as much as I can. I had schooled my history teacher in university once on it because he said some shit that wasn't correct.
Some stupid shit.
Yeah, so I called him on it, and then he froze. Like, you're right. I go, yeah, you said them right now. There's 200 people here. What about the rest of the fucking classes you teach? Fucking peasants. Anyways, let's go on happier this week in stupid news. So we did the Assassin's Creed thing. Okay, so in the Discord, because we started Discord, by the way, hold on. Let me put the Discord in for those of you who don't know. There you go. Should be in there. So we started Discord. And we got Primitive Patriot who added this because I hadn't seen it. So apparently Kathy Griffin, I don't know if you guys saw those kids yesterday that were wearing the MAGA hats that people were upset with because they were dancing or fucking around with the native guy. Which there's a lot of like competing. I don't know if you saw this, but there's a lot of different stories. So
see it.
people, the media spun it a couple of different ways, right? One was, racist kids are doing this. They went and attacked an old guy at a native at his native march or whatever. Now that all the videos have come out, we see like the full context. So basically, those kids were part of a pro-life rally.
Yeah.
He was part of another thing before. He went up to the kids playing music and playing the drum, trying to tell them stuff because he thought that they were racist or against whatever he was doing. But they were there for something else. They were there for pro-life.
Yeah.
And then they went around him and started singing, like being kids, like, what? Well, look at this fucking guy. They never touched him, but they fucked around. So they weren't the most polite kids, but he went up to them to start.
Yeah.
But the media spun it as
Like they attacked him.
yeah. Well, at first that's what I thought, but then I saw the video. They were whatever. They were being rude, but kids are always like they do the same thing. It doesn't matter what side you're on. If if you're
Kids will be kids.
Yeah, if you're on another side, they don't know any better. They see in the media that you got to be fucking cruel to people who are against you.
Yeah.
But they weren't cruel to him. The guy went up to them with his fucking drum, and then they were just staring him in the face like and singing around him and making fun of him. And
I mean, I don't blame him. Somebody walked up to me all like, oh, I would be like, bro, what the fuck?
yeah. Well, he wasn't doing that, but you know
I
what
know,
I mean.
but
Yeah.
I know.
So here's the fucked up thing. So yeah, whatever. The media always does it. They spin it. They blamed. I think they blamed. First, they blamed everybody who supports Trump about these kids, which doesn't make any sense. Then they blamed this Catholic school the kids are from. The Catholic school apologized. They go, "That's not a behavior. Like we don't like even if you disagree with someone, don't fuck with an old guy." Even that apology wasn't enough. People like Kathy Griffin came out and tweeted and said that the school's reply was pathetic. And then here's the crazy part. So these kids, as mean or whatever the fuck you want to say about these kids, they're still, high schoolers. They're still children.
Yeah.
So she went out there and she went on Twitter. She has 2 million followers. and is basically trying to dox these kids. So she has the one main kid that's in the video that's always smiling at the guy. And she says, shame on them. If you think these fuckers wouldn't dox you in a heartbeat, think again. So I want names, she goes. Give me names of kids, bro. She's trying to dox kids. So get the info. Now, out of 2 million of your fucking followers, there's going to be some crazy people. You're not going to give the information of fucking kids out in the... Because somebody
That's
could do...
fucked up.
Because somebody could really read just a narrative and think that these kids are like hardcore white supremacists trying to kill people or whatever and go and do something to the kid. You don't dox children. Like, she needs to pick her fucking battles.
Yeah, that's fucked up, bro. Because imagine it was your kid. Like, obviously, if it was my kid, like, I'd tell my kid, like, yo, chill, be nice. I'd try to teach him the proper way.
Yeah.
But, bro, if she released information of my kid, bro, I'd go after her.
But here's the thing. Marvin just wrote it. Wanting to dox kids is way worse than her video of beheading Trump and all that. Of course, because the beheading of Trump, you're not actually doing anything. It's her, people didn't like it, but she wasn't doing anything illegal. But to dox this fucking kid, isn't that against Twitter's guidelines?
Yeah, but she will never get banned because she's...
far left?
Yeah.
But is that how it works now? Because I think that doxing, especially children, or calling to dox them, I don't know. That's pretty crazy to me. I find
It's some fucked up shit. Somebody should look into that.
Yeah. In one, I'm not saying the kids were like super nice kids, but in one way, I like the fact that it didn't escalate. Like kids didn't go hit someone. It's kind of like when you're when you're with your friends, you're doing anything, and then let's say a drunk homeless guy comes up to you and he's fucking around, and then they're making fun of him, and kids are it's not the first time. It has nothing to do with them wearing red hats.
And
that
it has
change
nothing
anything.
to do with violence either.
Nothing. It's just kids being kids, and somebody's fucking with them, and they're fucking back in this way.
Yeah.
They could have obviously just been quiet or just try to talk to the guy, but in the end, they didn't fucking kill anyone. They didn't do anything wrong.
It's like when I would get bullied, I'd bully back.
Yeah. No, he wasn't whatever. He wasn't. But I mean,
this has nothing.
him walking up, assuming that they're racists and trying to fuck with them is already wrong.
Yeah.
Them, fucking yelling at him or whatever is also bad too. But it's neither of what even him nor them. None of them is like fucking crimes or whatever.
Yeah.
Just two dumb
It's just
decisions.
a classic misunderstanding.
Yeah, it's a classic misunderstanding. Whatever, leave him. But
and they're making a big fuss about it.
they made a big fuss about it, but she overdid it because the way she made it sounds like they beat this guy up. So like dox these kids. So to me, like I don't know, am I over exaggerating in saying that calling to dox these kids is fucking crazy? Because they're I'm telling you,
crazy.
if they had beat this guy up on camera and they robbed him or whatever, yeah, of course, find these fucking kids. But goddamn, to stand in front of him smiling like being trying to be mean to, sarcastic to be mean to the guy. Look, whether you like it or not, you're not going to send his fucking kid to jail. Or you're not going to get strangers to go break him. I don't know. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. We'll see what the chat says. I hate that cunt more than words. So Cyril's on board. Yeah, she's not very likable. She's definitely not very likable at all. Let's see.
Oh, she's called Kathy.
Well, that's I know a lot of good Kathys too.
I know.
It doesn't do with Kathy. It just has to do with fucking wanting to dox children.
I'm just trying to find more reasons to hate her.
You don't need more. You don't. She gives it to you. I'll make this bigger so I can see it better. All right. Yeah. So we got that. I don't know if you guys have anything to share your thoughts on that story before I move on to the next one. Actually, there's one thing I want to touch on. I saw yesterday. I didn't put it in as a story, but something that I thought was fucking weird. So, what's happening in the States right now? I know we got the Americans on board. So with the government shutdown, as much as I don't like government, you guys know this. I believe in smaller government, not bigger government. It does suck that there's a lot of people who aren't getting paid because a couple of other people who are usually very rich, Pelosi, fucking loaded, Trump, can't get along. So a lot of people aren't getting their paychecks. Now, you would assume if you're going to go out and say that what's going on now with the White House is terrible and we need to find a solution pretty quickly, right? To get people back to work, get them their paychecks. You would assume if you say that, then you'd be willing to work for some kind of negotiation to end the shutdown, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be getting ready to fly to another country,
Yeah.
and then have Trump make fun of you by sending that letter that basically said, yeah, we're not paying for that because you should stay here. If you want pay, go fly commercial. That's kind of embarrassing. But you should be in Washington trying to sit down and figure something out. And also a negotiation, a compromise that they're asking for is people sitting down and discussing and trying to figure out a middle ground. But what happened yesterday or the day before, whenever Trump sent that, him and his team sent like a kind of like an update and they said, okay, we're willing to compromise on these. Let's talk about these new ideas that they're putting forward. They just shut it down. They said no, we're not doing it. Open up the government, but that's not negotiating. And then they're like, he refused to negotiate, or just open it up. But just do what I say is not negotiation.
It
so
isn't.
you know what you're doing. You're going against someone who you know he's fucking super headstrong. He's fucking arrogant, and he's Trump. Like he's not gonna. He you know what I mean? Like he'll set the fucking White House on fire before he lets someone else win. He doesn't give a fuck. So why, with a person like that, would you try to bully them and be like, let's negotiate? And then when they put something forward, you're like, no, we don't want to negotiate. Just do what we say. Open up. Fuck, man, that's fucking crazy. You don't care about those people then that aren't working right now. You don't give a fuck. Because if you did, you'd be willing to sit down so at least you could get the government reopened and then you could continue. But no, you don't want. It's your way or that. That's not how negotiation works. That's not how a compromise works. So yeah, Nancy Pelosi doesn't give a fuck, bro. Doesn't give a fuck. All this talk.
That's fucked up.
Doesn't give a fuck about these people.
It's like poking a bear.
No, it's not even. Look, if I was in charge of, if right now I was the speaker, if I had the authority, right, and I was able to be the person that, okay, if I get into the negotiating room, I could get you your paychecks back, right? I could get you back to work. I'd try my best to negotiate. I wouldn't be looking to fucking go to Europe. I wouldn't be looking to put on somebody else, or just like, yeah, just do what I say with somebody that doesn't want to listen to you. They just want they want to compromise in the middle. They don't want to do what you say. They understand that you're not going to do what they say. They want to meet in the middle. So just try to meet in the middle. What the fuck is that, man? It's let's see. Reminds me of the profile of the pro-life woman that goes to protesters saying rape, pregnancy is okay, and the dude goes spinning kick in her face. Yeah, I remember. But yeah, it's just crazy. It's like they don't. It's a complete overreaction. Like these people, most people live paycheck to paycheck.
Man, it sounds like they're a bunch of toddlers.
Yeah.
My way or the highway.
Yeah.
It sounds like a bunch of children.
All you motherfuckers, like, there's other people's lives at stake, you know? And then here's the other thing about her fucking tweet that bothered me. 2 days ago, she said there's no point of doing any of this because there's nothing wrong with the border security, right? Her tweet yesterday said they don't accept, they just want to open up the government because they need to start talking about the much-needed border security. You said you don't need border. Like, what is this crazy shit that she's doing? I don't know. What the fuck is this crazy shit?
Flip-flopping. That's weird.
But it's weird because then what is there not to negotiate? All they want to negotiate is increased border security. You initially said you have nothing to negotiate because there's no need for border security, extra border security. And in the same tweet now, 2 days later, you're saying we don't want to negotiate because we need to get this out of the way so we could talk about border security. Who are you fucking with right now? Who playing games with? They don't give a fuck. Because most people don't look at everything. They won't look at. Most people will just see like, oh, Pelosi said no negotiating with Trump, and then they'll be like, that's fucking right. He's a bully. Don't negotiate. They don't see everything that's going on. That both they're being fucking children, right? But fuck, one child extended their hand.
Yeah, he's the bigger man in this because he was willing, you know. He put his ego aside for a bit.
Say what you want, man, but if in a negotiation or if in a conversation, Trump is the bigger man, you have fucking problems.
Oh yeah,
because he does not concede. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He does. So if he's willing to be the bigger man, fuck, man, you should be embarrassed of yourself.
You have big issues.
Yeah. I'd be embarrassed if I was in. If I was in a conversation with Trump and he was the good guy. I'd be like, holy fuck, I gotta reevaluate my life.
Yeah. You'd take a minute, just like, wait a minute.
Is Twitter waiting for photos of her holding several heads of these children? Yeah, I don't know what the. Like I said, now I'm noticing that people just don't look deep into the story. They take the headline, and they just go with the headline.
I've noticed that too. Like whenever, especially Lad Bible does this a lot, man. You'll read the headline and you're like, "What? That sounds." And then you go to the
story; it's completely different.
You know the story; it's so different, bro. And you're just like, "Ugh."
But Lad Bible, it's more for fun. It's more clickbait.
I know.
But when this shit comes out, like I'm going from the source. When her tweet, yes, that's what the tweet said. Her tweet, yes, she said they need much needed, what's it called? Talks about the securing the border because it needs. And I was like, what the fuck? 2 days ago, you said there's no reason to talk because the border doesn't need extra security. Who are you fucking with right now? Like, I don't understand.
The American people.
The American people. Yeah. You know, she's really fucking with the people that aren't getting paid right now.
Yeah.
The people, the government are shut down.
If I was working for the government and I was depending on those paychecks, I'd be so pissed right now.
But you know what? Even Trump, though, it's good that on one hand he signed that executive order to when it does reopen, they all get back pay. That's good. So they get their paychecks from when they were up. Yeah. But what does suck is even him too. He's like, fuck, man. You're basically holding other people's money hostage because these people don't want to negotiate with you. You know what I mean? It's fucked up. Like, I want something from you, so I'm fucking holding someone else hostage. They're all dirty in this. That's why you can't trust politicians. They don't give a fuck.
No.
I saw Mike Ward sent me this morning a text. It was a video of Trudeau speaking somewhere in Quebec and getting relentlessly booed.
Really?
Because he kept saying, so we did what Canadians wanted. They want this, this, and this. And everybody's like, what? Nobody asked for that. Boo! I was like, that's what happens.
I saw that picture.
Welcome to Quebec.
Who sent it to the group chat of his hands in his pockets?
I didn't see that.
It was a picture. Here, I'll show it to you.
It was in the Discord.
No. It was in our group chat.
Oh, send it to the Discord, guys. Let's see. The nutty lefties will, but you see, that's the thing. They'll spin the narrative, but it's not. I see right wing people doing the same thing. They spin the whole point is when there's other people at stake, you shouldn't have to spin any narrative. You know, just say the truth. Look, in the end, a lot of people that I don't agree with, especially politically, at least I know that they're coming at it from a good place. Like they think they want to make a positive difference. These people don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck about making a positive. It's just. They care about their image. They care about their bank account. That's it. So I don't give a fuck about them either.
Yeah,
Anyways.
I just sent it in the Discord.
Okay.
It says it's so cold right now. Justin Trudeau has his hands in his own pockets for once.
I like that. They count on MSM to give them cover. Yeah. Bam. Let's see what's this. Britain's first transgender family now transitioning their 5-year-old son to female.
Man, that is fucked up.
Yeah.
That's child abuse.
That one's good. I like that one. Is it child abuse, Poseidon?
Of course it is.
It's something.
That kid should be taken from them. No. I'm dead serious, bro.
Yeah.
You're fucking up that kid's life.
Yeah, it is a 5-year-old.
And you know, to be born statistically, you have a 1 in 400 million chances, right?
Of what?
Of being
transgender?
born? No, being born in general.
Really?
Yeah, Gary Vee was talking about this. There's actually scientific proof of this, apparently.
What do you mean?
Gary Vaynerchuk, you know?
I know, but what the fuck did Gary Vaynerchuk doesn't know shit about?
There's 1 in 400 million chances of being born.
Oh, because he's talking about individual sperms.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's reaching
Or
a
some
bit, but yeah,
shit.
go on.
Anyways, so he was saying you have to take advantage of it. But what I'm trying to say is that's fucked up, bro. Like this kid came into this world.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to prepare this kid, you're setting it up for fucking suffering.
Well, I don't know about suffering, but definitely
Wow.
being made fun of because his. Well, the thing is, he said his parents said that he's not comfortable being a boy, I think, or something like that. But yeah, how can he be comfortable if you keep pushing shit like that? I wouldn't be comfortable being anything if in my
Yeah.
family they kept telling me that what I'm doing is fucking wrong. Imagine you're a little boy, you're 5, and they keep shitting on you about toxic masculinity.
you're trying
and
to-
how men suck.
You're trying to play with Hot Wheels, and they're like,
Yeah.
"No, don't play with Hot Wheels."
you should be ashamed.
Because you're a kid, you don't know. You just think that playing with Hot Wheels is bad.
If I have a little boy, I won't even stop him playing with dolls. I don't give a fuck. Play with you're a kid. Let your imagination run, play. I'm gonna sexualize my kid.
You're supposed to let them, because
You're gonna leave that tweet there the whole time. Which one, Pelife? How is Poseidon's dad's sperm the fastest? I know, right? Of all, fucking Poseidon, you were the fastest in that batch.
I am truly a
You-
miracle.
No, imagine if there was some obstacle and another sperm that was even slower than you made it. Fuck. You would have set that house on fire by now. Or imagine if you shouldn't have made it, if there was another obstacle in the way and you beat the fast sperm. They had a lawyer ready to go and they ended up with you. When I was 5, I wanted to be a werewolf. Ciro, your parents fucked up. They should have let you be a goddamn werewolf. They should've-
When I was 5, I wanted to be Batman, bro.
Yeah. But there's a lot of this kind of shit. There's this one. The Democrat state senator announces that using he or she pronouns will be banned during hearings.
What the fuck do you even say to this shit, bro?
Well, in one way, it could still work because if it's a hearing, you could be like, they said this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but still, bro. If someone's in the room and you be like, he said this, is don't call me a fucking he. What the fuck? What the
But
fuck am I supposed to call you, bro?
But this kind of, I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. Or this kind of still works because if it's in a hearing, it doesn't change anything. But they or the witness that if it's in a hearing, it's fine. Because it doesn't make any sense. Normally, they don't speak to you in he, she anyway. In a hearing, they don't go the judge's not he said this. The judge doesn't say that. They
No,
say the
obviously.
defendants. So in a hearing, it doesn't really matter. But it's just interesting that they're going after pronouns first when there's so many other problems. But they're like, let's not. They're banned. But that's my other thing is banned. What if somebody says it accidentally? Like, Your Honor, he said this, and they're like, oh, guess who's going to jail? It's ma'am.
It's like in Quebec, they focus on the most ridiculous shit. They focus on the language, like language bullshit. But then, like, our streets look like they've been bombed.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They always focus on, and you know who this hurts. This doesn't hurt anybody. This only hurts people that don't use the he/she pronoun. You know that, right? Because all this kind of shit does is develop animosity and hate, and then everybody thinks that. Let's say there's a person who uses another fucking pronoun, but you never hear about it. You don't know, but like if they tell you, if you know, but they don't bug you about it. They don't fucking harass you. Oh, use them. They still get shit on the second people find out that they go by another pronoun, because right away they're lumped into this fucking category of you use the wrong pronoun. Well, someone's getting a call from the police. You know. Let's see. The chair recognizes the fag from Wheaton.
What?
Yeah, the chair recognizes the like in because they're not gonna use like a he or she, just the fag. I like it.
Oh, by the way,
That was This Week in Stupid. Yeah.
I saw Windy City Heat.
It happened. Ladies, gentlemen, mostly gentlemen, let's be honest about who's in the chat. It happened. Poseidon finally watched Windy City Heat. We got through our stupid news of the week. Let's hear about it, Poseidon. What did you think of Windy City Heat?
It was aight.
It was aight.
Yeah.
Really? That's it?
There were moments where I really laughed.
Did you see the parallels between yourself?
Yes.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah? And you feel embarrassed or you're laughing about it? I'm not sure.
A bit of both.
Finally, yeah, Marvin. Jesus Christ. And they've been waiting a week to hear about what you thought, and you're like, it's yo, I ain't gonna lie. It's
Well, look, I was laughing. I was laughing. Oh, what part was I laughing at? When the guy came into his trailer, and he had those ripped jeans or whatever, trying to dress him up as a fag. Then they come in and like having sex with the man, and they're like, and he's like, no, he starts freaking out. And then at some point in a later scene, he goes, just so we're clear, I've never had sex with a man.
yeah, he kept
And then he
saying
goes,
it.
and then he goes, I let some dude suck my dick. Bro, I was dying, bro. I was like, I just couldn't hold myself, bro. I just started dying of laughter. Or that one scene where he's trying to eat. They're directing the movie. He's trying to eat, bro, and he just throws the basketball at his face, bro.
He finna eat. Yo, I see we got Phil in the chat too. I don't know if he's still around, but Phil was there. Yeah, now it's time for you to watch the Big Three podcast. And by the way, because Marvin did mention it, what parallels did you notice?
I mainly saw parallels. Like it reminded me a lot of my father.
He reminded you of your
Yes,
dad. Oh, this is juicier than we could have imagined,
A
folks.
lot, bro.
Explain.
Like I was like, just the way, like there was one scene where he's taking a shit in the bathroom, and you hear bang, just fucking explosions, and the way
It was like
no, hold on,
my
hold
childhood.
On. No, it's what he said after, because then you have the bald guy. He goes, "What are you doing in there?" And I would fuck
embarrassed.
with my dad like that sometimes. Like, what are you doing in there, Dad? You know, and then he would go, "What do you think I'm doing?" Just the way, the childish way he would reply. You know, I was like, "Oh my god, that sounds like my father."
So wait, are you saying that you watched this movie and the parallel you drew was that you're Don Barris and your father is Perry?
Yeah. Why? I was supposed to be Perry?
Jesus fucking Christ, beside. I'm like, you know what, man? At least you do find clever ways to surprise me every day. You're like a Christmas gift, but every day is Christmas. But it's a gift from a retarded like sibling or something. But still, every day, bro, you're the gift that keeps on giving.
Why?
So in that scenario, you thought you were Don Barris?
In that scenario, there were some scenarios also where I thought like, oh my god, that sounds like something I would do, or that looks like something I would pull off, but not in a like, I don't know, way, in like kind of like a annoying, I know what I'm doing way.
Right, but none of the like them playing the greatest prank ever on him and him not realizing
That's not
it.
real.
What do you mean?
That's impossible. There's no way they've been pranking him for 11 years and that was a prank. The movie was a prank. There's no way he believed that.
Wait, you thought the movie was real? The movie was a prank.
There's no way. There's no way that they pranked him and he didn't know about it. There's no way. There's no way.
Did you understand? Did you watch the
No,
movie?
but he was acting along. No, that was the point of the movie.
No. The point of the movie was they made a movie about making a movie. Like this is imagine.
No,
B-roll.
I know that. I know that that was the point. But there's no way that He didn't realize it was a prank.
No, he thought he's in a movie. That's the whole. Or
There's
else
no
the
way
movie
in
wouldn't
hell.
work. That's what it was. Yeah,
There's no way he believed that. There's no way he's that dumb.
he did believe that because in his eyes, he wasn't viewing it as a viewer like you. He was going through it. He saw big actors. He saw big name people. He went to the premiere. He did. In his eyes, he was living through that. And that's who he is. That's why people are telling you to watch the Big Three podcast.
Oh my god.
And is it the 25-year anniversary? Oh God, yeah. This is the best time for them to work on a sequel, The Rise of Poseidon.
Parc-ex Heat.
Yeah, parc-ex. That'd be fucking amazing. This whole time he thought he was the third mic on a podcast.
Oh my god.
Turns out the world was fucking with him. He never noticed his name was on none of the posters. Now we're fucking with. Now he's like, wait, what is happening? Is
That
this a
was second
prank?
guessing. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, Perry still has the trophy in his apartment. Like he still
Are you
thinks.
serious?
Yeah, because he's a slow guy,
shit.
bro.
Okay.
He's
Well, like I know I'm slow too, bro. But
It took him a while after to figure it out, like with them telling him and then him realizing, like putting two and two together, like, oh shit, this was a prank. But I guess he wanted to believe so much
yeah.
that it was real, and that's what he did.
And even there were parts where like you could clearly tell. I keep forgetting the bald guy's name. Don
Barris.
Don Barris. There were moments where like, okay, like he's clearly fucking with him. How can he not see that Don Barris is fucking with him? You know?
How do you not see? I don't get how you didn't realize that they thought like that was the whole premise of the movie.
I know, but it seemed like surreal that somebody would believe that.
It seems to me like you're the ex.
You're the expert, Mark. Let's see here. He was mouth raped.
Who was mouth
Denmark
raped?
requires Denmark requires people to take Danish citizenship to shake hands at the naturalization ceremony. Lawmakers say is aimed at Muslims who refuse on religious grounds to touch members of the opposite sex. Is that what it is?
What?
I never even heard of
I
that.
didn't even hear what you just said.
In Denmark, apparently, when you're taking the citizenship test,
Yeah?
they make you shake hands during the ceremony, and that's like
What
That's
country?
strange.
What country?
Denmark.
Okay.
Denmark is a country.
Yeah.
And when you're trying to become a citizen, apparently one of the steps at the end is to shake someone's hand. And apparently people are mad because they say they say that it's aimed at Muslims who refuse to shake other people's hands based on religious grounds or to touch people of the opposite sex. But I think it would be the same for like Orthodox Jews. Them too, they wouldn't want to. It depends on the country, I guess, because it's a weird thing to use to block someone. Because what if I don't want to touch someone? You know, like I
Yeah.
shake hands, but I'm just like, just imagine. I'm like, fuck this guy. I don't
What
want
if
to
the
shake his
person
hand.
has AIDS?
You don't get AIDS from shaking hands.
I know, but
I don't think you do.
it's just.
I'm gonna shake this guy's hand, bro. I'm gonna fuck him.
What if we?
Looks
Or
delicious.
what if the person has a cut on their hand and you're like, nah, fuck it.
Yeah, I don't think that what they do is, you want to become a citizen? We're blood brothers. I don't think that's what they
No,
do.
but what if I don't know, they were digging a grave the night before and they got cut or some shit.
I don't know. I don't know if that's good or bad, because that's a little fucked up. Because what if, I don't know, it's weird because I don't want to be forced to do any. I don't want to be forced to touch anyone's hand either if I don't want to. You know what I mean? Obviously, them it's for religious reasons. Me, it would just be for being a prick.
But at the same time, it's just a fucking handshake. Just get it,
To,
do it
to
and
you,
get it over with.
to you, it's a handshake. You know? To the other guy, it's.
Just keep some Purell in your pocket, bro, and you're good.
They're not disgusted. I think. I don't know, man. I can't speak because I don't know about the religion. But I don't know if it's. I don't know. I don't know if. I don't know what the consequence. Or I don't know what the reasoning behind it is. Like, is it cheating if a guy from the opposite sex shakes the hand of? I don't know.
But at the same time, you're going into that country. They have their not rituals, but I mean their ways.
Yeah.
And you want to
But
become a
this
citizen.
does seem like this. What didn't used to be a way. This does seem like it's a way to fuck with people that they don't like.
Really?
Yeah, obviously, bro. They're like, so what bothers these guys? Shaking hands and eating bacon. All right, well, in order to become a citizen, you got to eat bacons while shaking a pig. You know, like. So yeah, that's a little. But I don't know. I mean, dudes, in the end, Europe has a lot of fucking problems.
Oh yeah.
And it's not. This isn't gonna make it any better. Remember when Andy Dick got AIDS blood all over Perry's bathroom? Speaking of Andy, let's see. Berdis is here. Sorry I'm late, you beautiful bastards. Computer updated. Oh, dude. Let's see. I'm Danish on my father's side, and if anyone is going to give you AIDS with a handshake, it's a migrant. Berdis, okay, you got the update. By the way, be careful with these fucking Windows updates lately. They've been updating like twice a fucking week.
Yeah?
And some of my friends, it bricked their PCs.
I'm going to have probably 1 million updates once I open my computer.
Windows 10.
I haven't opened my computer in like 3 months.
Yeah, I was actually worried about this because I did the update just in case. And then as it was happening, I was like, oh, shit, imagine I fuck up the stream because if I can't use the computer. But we're good, as you can see. No, we're fine. We're fine.
Yeah, that would have been fucked up.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did
Do
not.
it. I didn't. So stupid.
It gets you every time.
Because it's the fucking funniest thing on the planet. Yeah, shaving his friend's balls. Gee, oh, I got a video game thing. I don't know if anybody in the chat plays video games, but I downloaded the Onimusha remaster.
I'm gonna buy it physically.
Yeah. Do you know why I downloaded it, guys? Because I saw an article on IGN. Again, if you guys don't like video games, just tell me. We'll change the subject. But I saw an article on IGN that the guy who was doing the article was shitting on the game because it was a remaster.
Yeah.
He was shitting on it for not being a remake. Because he was comparing it to how like Resident Evil 2 has the new remake coming out next week, right?
Yeah.
A remake, and he's like, oh, it wasn't. You know, if you're expecting to get a remake, it's not. Yeah, nobody's expecting to get something they're not told they're gonna get. It was just an HD, right? They just upped the graphics.
Yeah.
But it's the same fucking game.
Some games don't need a remake.
No, but yeah, exactly. But it's the same game. But they never said it was a remake. It's not like they lied to people. That's why it's only $25. Like they didn't lie to anyone. So I was just like shocked. I go, is this guy mad that a game isn't another game? That's fucking crazy.
But not just that. You do accordingly what the game needs. So like this one just need a remaster. Like if the controls are still good.
You're making yourself sound stupid. No, you could. The controls aren't good, by the way. The controls don't live up because they're all those steady single camera shots. That's why Resident Evil went to remake.
Okay.
You don't need those pre-rendered backgrounds anymore. You could do. The whole point is that's not what they promised. They promised just an HD. They're just upping the graphics. It's the same game. That's why it's cheaper too, right? It's just the classic game you loved. Same exact game. The graphics are a bit better. You could play it now on your 60:9, the widescreen. That's it. That's the update. So they knew, and then this guy wrote an article, and everybody's shitting on him. If you've seen the comments, because they're like, "What are you talking about? Nobody said it's a remake. It's like me reviewing FIFA and being like, this game sucks. It's not basketball." People will be like, "What do you?" Yeah, but they never said it's basketball. There's a fucking ball. They could have made it basketball. They decided not to make it basketball. They decided to make this faggoty soccer shit. I'm not down with that. It would be crazy.
Speaking of soccer basketball, could you imagine if a sport
Mixed with another sport?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like soccer basketball.
Yeah, soccer baseball existed when I was young. They used to play that.
Yo, in elementary school, bro, we used to get into so many scraps for a corner in the yard. Like, it was crazy.
What is...
It wasn't even a story.
It was a good story, though.
Oh.
Ray Miller's having Tim Hortons on his Keurig in Florida. Oh, shit. He's enjoying the good coffee, but in the better weather. Dudes, you have no idea what the fuck's going on outside right now because we got the windows up here.
I'm going to snap a picture and send it in the Discord.
Yeah, send it in the Discord, actually. Yeah, so who's ever in, and I got to keep sharing that thing because the chat moves and then people lose the Discord link. Bam, there's Discord. So, yeah, it's really fucking crazy here. My car was completely submerged, so Poseidon came to get me for this today since he had already dug out his shit. By the way, as you see, like we had the new intro this week and all that. Every week I'm trying to up the ante a bit. So I'm just waiting for fucking Corsair to send me this HDMI adapter. So then we can get a second camera on too. We'll do two, and then, we'll move up from there. Yeah, kickball. I think, Max, you guys called it kickball. Some people called it soccer baseball. Some people called it kickball. They had different...
That's better.
Yeah. Wait, we got our first Tim Hortons here in Wales. Tom, you got a Tim Hortons? Is it any good?
Oh, wow.
And have you tried Tim Hortons in Canada and in Wales to see the difference? Or maybe he just tried it there and he's like, this is garbage.
I'm pretty sure it's the same. It's
I
coffee
haven't
beans.
flung any shit at the workers yet. Oh, well then, Tom, you're not doing it the correct way. If you haven't flung shit at your Wales Tim Hortons employees, you don't know what you're doing.
Do you remember that video?
Yeah, Gigi, there's a
Jeez.
fucking blizzard. Which video? Of
The
her?
video of the woman just sticking a shit, grabbing it and just...
In her defense, though, I felt like doing that numerous times at Tim Hortons or Just like,
They are. Oh, bro, I got some Tim Hortons stories for you, my friend.
am I gonna be mad?
You're gonna get agitated, but it's pretty funny.
I'm listening.
Well, pretty funny, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
In my own
I don't though. But
fucked
yeah.
up way. So the Tim Hortons at the airport is, I think, if you thought Marché Central, Tim Hortons was garbage, you haven't been to this one.
The airport, I have been to that one, and I know it's bad.
It's terrible.
First of all, the line never moves.
Yeah, first of all, they're super fucking slow. They hire these guys that on 10 different fucking drugs. Like, there's a 16-year-old kid that's just there. He's taking the orders like this.
What do you mean he's not looking at you? What's the problem?
Like, no,
Slow.
he's just like, oh, wait, you want cream cheese? Where's the cream cheese button? And he's been there forever. It's like, how do you not know where the fucking cream cheese
He's been there
button is?
forever. This kid's 16. He's been working there since he was 12.
Well,
Bro, what are you
he's been
talking
there,
about?
He's been there for like 6 months. By 6 months, you should know where the buttons. Like, I know where the buttons for cream cheese is, and I've seen people just press it from behind the counter.
That's a testament to how fat you are. I know where the cream cheese buttons are, bro. He was like, what? He's like, I know where the cream cheese is in the back too. I know how you make it.
So recently, I got into 3 big fights with them, and I'm never
shit,
going
3?
there again. Yeah, 3. So the
This is
first,
the only Tim Hortons at where you work. You work at the
no,
fucking
there's
airport.
another one at the gas station, but whenever it's weather like this, I walk over to that one because it's faster.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. So the first time I go there, I ask for a bagel with garlic cream cheese. So in cream cheese, I'm not expecting like a tub of cream cheese, but I'm expecting a good thickness. All right, just a bit of thickness. That it has a good spread. These people, bro, they spread it. They're so stingy on the cream cheese. They spread it as if it was butter. So it's basically a tiny bit of cream cheese, like almost nothing, and then bread. So you're just eating bagel. You can barely taste the cream cheese. So I got into an argument. I go, could you put like a normal human being cream cheese? Because like I go to every other Tim Hortons in Montreal, and they put a good amount.
A good amount. Like, can you get a tub of cream cheese for this fucking ogre in the front?
And no. And you know what's crazy? You pay $1 for cream cheese, whether it's regular cream cheese or like you pay $1.
Hold on. I don't even know why I'm fucking asking you. But so you get a bagel, you get a cream cheese bagel.
Yeah.
So any other bagel, you pay bagel price.
Yeah.
But if you get a cream cheese bagel, they charge you $1 extra.
Exactly.
That's strange. Because then, okay.
You know what I mean? It's not like it's free. It's not like you buy a bagel, you just pay the bagel price, and you ask for cream cheese, and they add the cream cheese. You pay the bagel price, and then they charge you $1 for cream cheese.
That's an interesting way of pricing things. I think they should just have like bagel cream cheese on the menu. Instead
Exactly.
Of making you mix and match.
Yes.
But whatever. That's
the first point. But the second point, it's like I'm paying for it. Why are you spreading it like it's like you're rationing it? First of all, your location at the airport, you're gonna get business. You're gonna make fucking money. This place is gonna make money regardless.
yeah. That's
So I got into
it's
an
a cash
argument-
cow, that bagel business.
So I got into an argument with the lady. I go, could you guys please put a bit of more, like there's barely any cream cheese, like I can't even taste it.
I'm hungry.
And I go, like I asked nicely,
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, what do you think? You think we have a cream cheese factory in the back? They start screaming at me.
Do you think
They start screaming at me, bro.
how much cream cheese could he have asked for? You think we have a factory
Bro,
back there? You fat
no,
fuck.
no. I know sometimes when I'm in the mood, I'll ask for extra cream cheese, so I'll pay for cream cheese twice. So they just add extra.
Yeah.
If I really want it to be
Do
thick.
you think we have a cream cheese factory? They hate you.
Bro, so I got angry, and I go, you know what?
As one should.
I get angry, and the manager she goes, no, we're not putting more in there. She starts screaming at me. I'm like, what? Where the fuck is your customer service, first of all? Where the fuck is your customer service? I spoke to you nicely. Why are you screaming at me? So I grab the bagel, I throw it at her, I go, give me my money back.
I like that you're a gentleman about it, though.
So I got very agitated. And then the second time I went,
Wait. So you threw the bagel at them? They gave
Yeah.
you your money back and you left?
yeah,
And then you still went back?
hold on.
Oh, you're a hungry man.
But this time I went just for coffee.
Okay.
So I go for coffee.
No
and
spit.
What
You
do
have to
mean?
watch them make it so they don't spit.
Yeah. So she had a fresh pot, she had a fresh pot made under, and she had another pot that had been sitting there for 30 minutes.
By the way, Max has a theory. He thinks they're just looking out for your health. They're just looking out for
No,
you.
no, they're not.
They're not.
They're
just
they're
being
not even
super
looking
friendly.
out for their health because they're fucking whales at that Tim Hortons.
That's why there's no cream cheese. You answered your own question. They're like, I'm going to give him all the cream chease? What is he, crazy? You think I brought this spoon from home for nothing?
After I threw the bagel at her, because she caught it, instead of saving it, she threw it in the garbage and gave me my money back.
Oh, she
And
should've
then
eaten
you
it.
know what she said? She goes, "Ah, fuck! I should have kept it. I would have eaten it." But she said it out loud, and I was like, "Wow."
Well, she is right, though. That she should have eaten it.
Anyways, but yeah. So the second time, so there was this much coffee left, and it wasn't fresh, And I like fresh coffee, And I was gonna get it. It was gonna be scalding hot. I wanted to take a sip right away. I asked one of the girls, I go, could you please pour from the fresh pot? That one's been sitting there for 30 minutes.
Marvin's like, I want to see the unbiased security footage of the incident. It's just him being belligerent. Like, sir, we'll get you extra cream cheese. What the fuck? You should already got me the cream cheese. Every time you see this fucking face, remember this fucking face. Remember this fucking face that wants cream cheese, this fucking face. And then Poseidon's like, yeah, they were just rude to me for no
But hold
reason.
on, because I'm going to tell you the third story, and you're going to realize it's not me.
Okay.
So the second time, and then she goes, no, because then I got to throw out the other pot. I go, but it's 30 minutes old. You should have thrown it out anyways. It's almost empty. I go, what? Tim Hortons is going to waste 5 cents, not even a penny on that little bit of coffee. I go, are you serious? I go to her. So that was the second time. Third time, what they did, my coworker went.
Homer, I agree. I think there's much more to these stories.
My coworker went. She
Okay.
asked for a sandwich. You know the ciabatta bread that they got?
I have no fucking clue. Honestly, I go to Tim Hortons because I could drive there and grab a fucking coffee that's quick. That's it. I don't know about their fucking menus. I don't know about their ciabatta, sarata, whatever the fuck they have. I didn't even know they have Indian food. Like, that's a
No,
stupid
it's
thing
just
to
called
have.
ciabatta bread.
Whatever. Like, I thought they just have fucking coffee and donuts, and that's what they should have. They have some fucking wraps and shit.
So she asked for a sandwich. You know what they did? They just toasted the bread, put it together, and put it in a bag and gave it to her.
With no meat or anything inside?
No meat, no sauce, nothing. Just bread.
No sandwich. We only have
Just
bread.
toasted bread, bro.
Just bread. You want bread?
So she comes back to work. Now, I was at work at this point, right? She comes back to work. She opens her thing. She starts to go to eat. And she opens it. I go, she goes, what the fuck? I go, what's wrong? Look what they gave me. I'm like, who? Tim Hortons? She's like, yeah. I'm like, this one. And she's
You're
like,
looking for a reason to go back.
yeah. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, don't eat that. And she's like, why? I'm like,
I'm taking
let's
it back.
go. Let's go back. So I brought her back, bro, my coworker. I go to the Tim Hortons. I cut in front of everyone. I go, let me ask. I go to the manager. I go, can I speak to the manager? She goes, yeah. I go, what the fuck is this? And she opens it. She goes, we didn't do this. And she goes, you probably ate the inside stuff. Like
You?
that. Yeah.
Oh,
I go,
no.
and I go to her.
That's funny. The fact that they're fucking Poseidon,
I
let's
go-
admit it's fucking hilarious.
I go to
You probably ate it, fatty.
I go, first of all, I go to her. It wasn't my sandwich. It was my coworker's sandwich. And she showed up to work with this. Oh, we didn't do this. I'm like, make another fucking sandwich now. And I just start screaming at her, make another fucking sandwich now.
They get fired.
You fucking bastards. Bro, she paid $6 for bread, bro.
Yeah.
Do you see this? Like,
Well,
it
I mean-
drives me nuts, bro. It drives me up the walls.
Okay, I got a couple of comments here
I'm
from,
sorry.
from the chat, from the YouTube chat that I need to tell you. Number one,
I get very passionate
Ciro
about
makes
this.
one very, very excellent point. It's Tim Hortons for fuck's sake. What do you expect? Thank you, Ciro. Thank you, because that is
but
fucking
still,
valid.
just some.
Lars made me laugh because he's like, we're talking about a man trading shoes for sex in Cuba. I got to side with the Tim Hortons staff.
I never traded shoes for sex. What are you talking
The
about?
shoeless guy, remember?
But that was a gift that I gave him.
It doesn't matter if I had sex afterwards or not. The point is, it was a gift. You're like those guys. I didn't bribe him. It was a gift. Okay. Let's see. He can also shit in his ass cheeks and go about his day. That's true. That's true. You do have many skills that you should use. Yeah, Lars knows. Lars has a grasp on this. Lars is fucking well aware of what Poseidon is up to. He knows all the old episodes
No,
of
but look,
Two Drink Minimum.
here's the thing. These things don't happen to me at the other Tim Hortons. They only happen to me at that Tim Hortons.
So hold on. You're blaming that location of Tim Hortons. You're not blaming your lifestyle choices or
I'm
anyone
blaming the
else.
staff, yeah.
Okay.
They're fucking douchebags.
I'm not saying they're not douchebags. But just like I saw Fred wrote that the coffee's not that good. Like it's Fred's like it's the worst coffee ever. It's not the worst ever, but it's fucking Tim Hortons, bro.
No, I know.
It's like it's the fast food of coffee. It's just you go in there, you grab something quick.
I know, but
It's fucking Tim Hortons, bro.
You couldn't pour from the fresh pot, bro. Like I asked you to pour from the I'm not asking you to fucking sacrifice an infant to the fucking and summon the fucking demons or some shit. You know,
Yeah.
like I didn't ask you.
You're
for
not
some crazy...
asking for them to become the Hollywood elites. It's turned into Owen Benjamin's podcast.
All I asked
It's
was
great.
instead of doing this, you do this. That's all I asked for.
Yeah, it's true. Marvin's right. What is it about this location that puts you into Hulk mode? Is it their demeanor? Is it their faces that gets you mad?
I don't know. Just their attitude about everything. Like, I don't give a fuck about you or anything. And even the managers don't give. They know because they know they're gonna make money regardless.
Okay, another thing I'm going to tell you because you fucking bother me when you say this. an employee that works there does not know or give a fuck about making money.
No, the managers and the
don't-
owners.
The manager doesn't even give a fuck about making money. The owner is the only one that could give a fuck. The manager, they don't give a fuck. You know what they care about? Not getting complaints as much as possible and going about their day with the least problems as possible. You, whether you like it or not, are a problem.
Hold on, no.
You're a problem.
No, I am a problem if you make me a problem.
My friend.
No, come on, let's be honest, bro.
When you were made, you were making a problem, bro.
Go fuck
Somebody
yourself.
was making a problem called
Go
Poseidon.
fuck yourself. No, but I'm in profesh mode, you know?
Yeah. Now
When I go
Poseidon
to-
is a magi. Yeah, if you want a fresh pot, bro, get in the kitchen. Get in the fucking kitchen, bro. Make it yourself. Look, I understand what you're saying. I understand that they're rude too. Like, all jokes aside, there's certain places where for some reason they fucking hire people that don't belong in customer service
In general.
in general and that kind of shit. So yeah, I agree with you there. But you two throwing bread at people, because you could have also approached, be like, hey, listen, guys, there was a mistake. You guys forgot the meat. But that's not how Poseidon rolls. Poseidon rolls, hey, what the fuck is this? So these are people that are not used to having someone go 0 to 140 in a second. So they react weirdly too. And then you get them out of their skin.
This is true, but the thing is, in the past, I've asked them nicely and I've been nice to them.
But
So
it
I've
doesn't
given them chances. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when niceness doesn't work, I'm going to resort to fucking being a douchebag.
So then what's the
Just like
answer?
that. The answer is I'm never going there again.
You ain't got.
You don't have the answers.
I go to the, you know which one I go to now? There's one that doesn't have a drive-through, but I don't know why, but the employees in there, they're super sweet.
The drive-through one.
No, there's no drive-through because
But they're sweet.
there's two close to the airport. There's one that's right next to Domino's. That it's like a little strip mall type of thing, and they have no drive-through. I go to that one because they're like super sweet.
I'll give you meat. Oswald says, trust me. How funny would it be if you go back and there's a guy with his dick and two fucking long breads over it. It's like, I got your meat right here, Poseidon. And then Poseidon's like, all right, like it's not gay if it's a sandwich.
You motherfucker. Oh, that reminds me of cock meat sandwich from the movie there.
It's Tim Horton. Lars says any employee over 25 already gave up on life. Does Poseidon really expect him to give a fuck about him? He's fucking right though. He's so He's so on the nose. Like they don't give a fuck.
I know, but it just agitates because like somebody shows up at work,
Yeah.
regardless if I'm in a bad mood that day, I still give them the service they expect. You know what I mean? Like I signed up for that shit.
Look, I see your point of view. I see theirs too. That's why. Remember, I tell you always be super polite with them
Yeah.
because they go through a lot of shit. They don't want to be there. So be polite and just get what you want and get the fuck out. I always tell you that. That's why I tell you when you're too rude that I don't want that coffee because they're gonna spit in it. Remember last time we went to the drive-thru and Poseidon, I don't know what the fuck was up his ass that day, but it was literally he wasn't asking, "Can I have?" He was demanding. He was like, "Yeah, give me a fucking coffee." Not fucking, but he's like, "Give me a coffee." Give me, yeah. No, that's not what I said. And he was super aggressive. So I was like, "Yeah, Poseidon, we're not picking up that order. Keep driving through. We're leaving." That you were yelling at them on the mic, like you could feel the tension. So he's like, "Are you fucking serious, bro?" And we left. I was like, "I'm not drinking that. Are you crazy?"
How nice was I today though?
Today he was super nice though because he's learning. But we had to leave because I was like, "Are you? I'm not gonna drink someone's spit again."
Again.
It's probably happened. Our trap's gay. Also, yeah, traps are gay, bro.
What's a trap?
Well, number one, he'll trap you with that fucking that sandwich, that meat sandwich. That's a trap. So Poseidon should start a GoFundMe to buy his own Tim Hortons franchise so he can right all the wrongs. Poseidon walks up to order and cold cocks the customer.
And what?
You cold cock, you just hit the other customer and telling the employees not to make him a problem. He could just knock out the guy next to you. He's like, "Hey, listen, don't make me a problem. Don't make this about me. Make this about you guys making me a fucking sandwich." Like, Jesus Christ, sir, you gotta stop doing this. So stupid.
No, but I used to be very polite with them. You know how I know that I was polite? They used to
There's
give me,
audio of you yelling at them the other day.
but hold on.
How dare you talk to me like
They used to give me free Timbits. That same Tim Hortons.
Just to keep you calm.
no, they were just.
By the way, for you Americans out there, Timbits are little donut balls.
yeah,
So they would just fucking throw donut balls at him.
yeah, I would catch them. But no, if a client ordered like a box of 10, like a box of 10 is like $2, You know, and he didn't want them anymore.
Oswald is asking a legit question if they identify as women. Like, is it women? Do they identify as women, the people that did this? Or is it just anybody at that Tim Hortons?
Anybody at that Tim Hortons.
It doesn't matter, bro. Even the fucking rats they have in the back don't like Poseidon at the Tim Hortons. They're like, oh, fuck, it's this guy.
Quick, eat all the Timbits.
They'd be like, oh, he's gonna try to fuck us again. Would Poseidon eat garlic cream cheese out of a super hot prostitute's asshole if it was free? The answer is yes. I already know it is. Yeah. Cyril, these are rookie questions. That didn't play on the room sound clip. Oh, it didn't. That didn't play. Oh, it didn't? Those sons of bitches.
What?
No, just part of the clip. Yeah, OBS is a little fucky today, but don't worry. We're going to get through this. Yeah, go on, Poseidon. You were saying.
So, yeah, that was my Tim Hortons fuckaroos.
I felt like that story went on forever, but I feel like everybody in the chat made it so much better.
Yeah, they did.
They made it so much better. Because they know you well enough now to understand how ridiculous you are as a person. Oswald, all of Oswald's questions are either gay or trans related. I don't know why. It's like, is a trans girl gay? Is a trans girl gay? You mean a guy that became a girl? Is he gay? I don't know. You know what I heard yesterday was
Technically, yes, though.
well, no, because it depends who they go for. No.
Well, yeah.
So if you're a guy
And you turn into a girl?
and you turn into a girl and you go with women and you're a lesbian, then you're
my God,
technically not gay because you were a guy. So that was
So then
normal
if
for you
you
to like
turn into a
girls.
girl and you go for a guy,
That would make you gay.
yeah, because you still got the XY chromosome.
But technically, technically it would make you gay. But at the same time, you wouldn't be gay because now you're living your life as a woman, but going out with a fucking. Oh, I saw a thing,
This
but I don't know
question
if
is
it's
very confusing.
it's fucking hilarious. Oswald is setting up the comedy bits here. The sound bites are getting the ends clipped off. Yeah, it wasn't like that last week, Marvin? I don't know. I didn't change anything, but I'll double check. I'll update my stream deck maybe. That'll help. So I saw a story. I saw a story which I think is probably fake because I read the headline. I read a bit of the article. I'm like, this has to be fake. I didn't search it, but it made me laugh because I saw it was a trans woman is now dating the guy that turned her down when she was a guy. So when she was a guy, she liked him, and she went out as a guy. So the guy's like, "Hey man, you look cute. You want to go out?" And the guy's like, "Get the fuck away from me." And then turned into like a hot chick. And the guy's like, "Yo, I'll date you now."
That's so weird.
But I think it's fake, like, because it's too funny, like, of a scenario.
Yeah.
But that's fucking interesting, though. Like, that's how, imagine how committed that person is to you, like, how much they fucking want you. That they're going to transition to be like, no, I'm going to be with you.
But man, you could really manipulate a person like that.
That's one way of looking at it, deciding right away. It's like, yo, we're going to commit some crimes together. And you're taking the fall.
Hey, yo, I got some drugs I gotta sell. Look, listen up, all right? But what was I gonna say? Do you remember on what's that show? The Maury show? What was it called? The Maury show. Better Ask Maury or some shit. Remember?
Maury.
It was just called Maury.
The Maury Show.
The Maury show.
Better Call Maury. I like that.
Do you remember that episode? I didn't watch the whole episode. I saw clips
Yeah,
of it.
Cyril's like they're both mentally ill. It's weird as Cyril because you're thinking, no, I don't want her. Like, it's like right now I'm like, Poseidon, I'm not fucking you. Leave me alone. And then you fucking get into shape. You become like some hot chick. And then I'm like, all right, Poseidon.
We're both fucked in
Posadina.
Posadina.
Posadina's taking it. It's strange.
It is very strange. It's fucked up. It's weird.
I don't know if it's fucked. I don't care. I'm just saying it's strange.
I know. But on the Maury show, there was a black man and a black woman, and they were dating.
That's not true.
And what?
Go on.
Why is that not true?
I'm just fucking with you. Go on.
It's so weird. I was about to think like, why? Because they're black, anyways.
Black people don't date. Everybody knows that.
I thought that's what you were going.
No, I was just
for.
trying to throw shit at you. I like throwing little wrenches your way because I know that in a conversation it fucks you no matter what it is.
Yeah, sure.
It's like it's beautiful. It's a little cold. Wait, what?
And so he had prepared a cake and everything for her. I think it was her birthday or something. And then she's sitting in the chair. And then at some point he goes, the woman goes, I have a confession to make though. And they had been together for years. And he loved her and shit. And she goes, I used to be a man. Bro, the motherfucker grabbed that cake, bro.
There was a cake there.
Yeah, there was a cake. And just
Ate it?
slammed the cake into her face.
Because he
Or
felt
her.
like he was being lied to.
Yeah. Like it was a good scene. Man, I feel like I can find it.
No, you don't have to find it, Poseidon. Leave
That
it
went
alone.
nowhere, but like
It
'cause
went nowhere, but I get what you're saying. You're saying...
But in my head, it was.
well, the question
it
is...
was more vivid in my head.
I guess the question is, if you know... I mean, I don't know. I mean, because here's the thing. If I know that it was a guy, you know, like, I don't know. Like, so she had a pussy
Yeah.
now. So the guy couldn't have known.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's fucked, bro.
Yeah.
But
Well-
as a man, does that make you gay or straight? Makes you.
How does it make you gay if you don't have you think it's a woman and the sex organs are how would that make you gay?
Yeah, that's true. Well,
That-
because the chromosomes are still the same.
Yeah, how the fuck do you know that, bro? Is that what you do when you meet people? Hey, let me look at your chromosome paperwork here. Is that's why you can't pick up women, bro? That's what it is. It's these weird questions. You look beautiful. Oh, thank you. You got any chromosome paperwork? I just want to make sure you're not some kind of a fag. You're like a fucking cartoon character. Why the guy got mad there is because he was basically bullshitted. So that's what he cared about.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because aftermarket pussy is not good. Organic cooter or nothing. Yeah, that's the thing, Marvin. But you have to know, right? Because if you don't know, like it's kind of like what you said, it doesn't. If you think, oh, it makes me gay, whatever, that's just you being paranoid. Like it doesn't. That's you. Like you
Yeah.
didn't suck a dick, bro. Like,
That's
calm
true.
down. It's just the whole thing is don't lie to people.
Yeah.
Just tell them the truth. If people like you, they like you.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of people who are trans now that have dicks, right? They look like women and all that, but they have dicks, and they could date. It's something that's hard for them to date because straight guys don't want. Like I don't want to date someone with
Yeah,
a dick
obviously not.
because I don't like dicks. But there's people who would, so that's fine. I don't give a fuck. Do whatever you
Like
want.
a bisexual dude.
Yeah, or any. I don't know what the reason would be. It could be 1,000,001 reasons, but that's fucking fine. More power to you. I don't give a fuck. But don't lie. Don't be like, oh no, we can't have sex till we're married.
Then you get married.
Yo, check out this huge dick I got here. Yeah,
That would
That
commit a murder.
that kind of stuff. That's dirty. That's
Yeah,
you don't do
yeah.
that shit to people. Just be honest. And if somebody doesn't like you, they don't fucking like you. If somebody likes you, they like you. And
You move
fuck
on.
dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't force people to do shit they don't want to do. That's
Yeah.
what I don't like. I don't like people forcing people. Pantelis was trying to look down his jeans. I'm not. Look at that. We started. There's a whole fucking. It's a whole rant of
Are you
what's gay.
serious?
What's yeah. Because everybody has their own opinions. My thing is just don't lie to people. Like fucking. Don't, because that's because then
That is fucked up.
because I've seen a lot of cases where, oh, this guy's a bigot because he doesn't want to date me anymore. We went on 2 dates, and then I told him that I'm trans and I have a dick, and he doesn't want to date me anymore. He's a piece of garbage. No, you're the piece of garbage for lying. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You lied about your sex organs, right? If it was lying, like let's say if you go out with a girl and you lie about your dumb shit, she'll get mad at you. If you lie about your job or whatever, she's like, why'd you lie? You know, whatever it is. So why is that cool?
Like
But
if I-
lying about your sex isn't
Yeah.
a bad thing. Like
if
just
I-
don't lie.
Like if I tell her I'm a millionaire.
Yeah, exactly. And then
It's
she
the same
finds
thing.
She finds out, yeah, it's the same thing. Just don't lie. That's it. Don't lie. If somebody doesn't like you, they don't fucking like you. Whether it's
Oh.
because you have a dick or you don't, who gives a fuck? Whatever reason they have for not liking you, they don't like you. Fuck off. Go to someone who likes you.
This brings up the question though.
Yeah.
If you go on a date with a woman and you tell her you're a
Excuse me.
multi-millionaire.
You gonna do a muman? Did you say muman?
If you go on a date with a woman,
Yeah, with a woman. Yeah.
all right, and you tell her you're a multi-millionaire,
Yeah, millionaire.
all right,
Not a millionaire, but a millionaire.
and in her head she's like, nice, I'm a fucking multi-millionaire.
Millionaire. Yeah.
Who's the asshole in this scenario? You for lying that you're a multi-millionaire, or her for being a gold digger?
You. She's not a gold digger. You told her you're a millionaire. She wasn't investigating and then found out you're real millions. You just lied.
Yeah, but still, that would
Listen.
that's like making her investigation easy. Basically, she doesn't have to.
Well, no,
check.
because you don't know she was investigating. So it would be like if a child molester lures a kid into his van with the promise of candy, but doesn't really have candy. The asshole is not the
Yeah,
kid who's
you're right.
diabetic.
You're right.
The asshole
You're
is the guy
100%
luring
right.
the kid.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Everybody's talking about their stories. When it comes down to it, it's a man's asshole. They all have their they all have their, they're all there. It's trans central right now. It's great. It's a great time, Poseidon.
You are tearing me apart, Lee.
Tear me apart, dudes.
By the way, this cold is fucking brutal.
Today's not that bad, but yesterday I was playing hockey in the morning, and I got up Saturday morning. I was all excited, so I got out and I had to put gas. My gas was low, dude. I couldn't keep one hand for more than 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And I got in the car. I had to wait for 10 minutes in the car. My hands were hurting. I thought I wasn't
yeah,
able to play. Fucking cold and painful. Ugh.
I prepared for this. I filled up on Thursday, bro.
I didn't think about any of this.
I saw it coming.
How? The Weather Network?
I'm Poseidon, bro. When the sea gets angry, I know.
All right, well, I don't know if the sea's angry.
That has to do with it. The weather patterns.
The
and
size
shit.
of a feminine penis is irrelevant. Fucking zero. Sometimes they make your day. Let's see what else we got here. So yeah, we did our stupid. It's funny because we did our stupid news of the week, and then we talked about shit that was even dumber than the stuff that we had ready.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, dudes. Yeah, we're gonna keep going till like at least 6. I think it's always a 2-hour show. Yeah, so we're good. Let's see. Should proven guilty murderers be put to death? Is that a question for me or for everyone, Oswald? Should proven guilty murderers? Well, it depends on the murder.
Yeah.
Because there's crimes of passion. There's self-defense. You know, like if you're trying to kill me, and then I end up fucking stabbing you in the neck, and then you die, technically I've committed murder. But I don't think that person should go to jail for life or to get killed because he was defending himself, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you murder, rape people, yeah.
Like Magnolia, that guy.
Magnolia, that guy. What the fuck does that mean?
That gay guy that would.
Luca Magnotta?
Yeah, Magnotta.
Magnolia, that guy. Bro, remember Magnolia, bro? This fucking guy. Yeah, that guy's crazy. That guy
Like-
was killing and fucking corpses and shit.
He should be killed because that's an abomination. Like, you got to get rid of that shit.
Yeah, that shit's nuts.
You know?
You can't keep that shit around, yeah.
But,
I agree with you.
Let's say. Example. Okay, how would you judge a person in this scenario, let's say?
By their skin color.
No. So let's say it was a man that was married to a woman for 20 years.
Yeah.
And for 5 of those years, towards the end, she's been cheating on him, seeing somebody else. And you have kids with that woman. That man has kids with that woman, and like he has a whole life savings account, everything, a house. You know, he's built his whole life around that woman. And he finds out she's been cheating,
Yeah.
right? And the other man she's been cheating with knew that she was married, and you kill both of them. Like a crime of passion, like you said. It was just like your that person's
But
rage took over.
A crime of passion normally is not supposed to be premeditated. So a crime of passion is more if you walk in.
Yeah, you
and
walk
catch
in.
them fucking.
Yeah, you walk in. That person walks in, catches them fucking,
Yeah.
and just in that moment, just with his bare hands, killed them.
But where did he get the bare hands? Did he kill the bear himself, or did he buy
With
them?
his bare, like BARE hands. You motherfucker.
Let me tell you what I mean by
Kills
bare
them.
hands.
Just snaps their neck or something.
Wow, that's crazy. Are you
How would
asking
you?
me?
How would you judge a person like that?
I would judge them. Again, what's the skin color?
Stop, man.
I don't know how I would judge them. I mean,
Like if you were a judge, this came.
there's different rules I know for crimes of passion. I mean, Jesus Christ, I don't know. Maybe fuck.
Because at the end of the day, that person was somewhat normal. You know what I mean?
and they were pushed over the edge.
Exactly. So it's not like a rapist who's been raping for years. That person
Premeditated.
cannot be rehabilitated, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But this person was normal, had a normal life. He had kids, you know, he had a job, finished school, you know. He was technically a normal person.
Well, he's guilty of murder.
Yes.
Now they have to talk about it's 100% murder, but they have to talk about psych or whatever. Maybe it's gonna be life in prison with no chance of parole. You know, but I don't. I mean, yeah, 20 to life. Ark says, yeah, because you still murdered people. Like the only thing that would get you off is if it's a self-defense murder. I think that's the
only way, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like it's me or them. Like, what do you want? I'm gonna go to jail for what? The guy was gonna kill me. I had to, you know, one of us was gonna die. It ended
Yeah.
up being him. He chose that. He came after me. So that there's more leeway. But fuck, man, if nah,
Like something just because it happens where shit just
minimum I think
snaps.
you're getting 20 years. Minimum you're getting 20 years.
You know?
Yeah.
Like there was that whole video of the guy, but that was next level fucked up. I don't know if you've seen the video of the guy. He was in a car. He waited till his wife leaves the dude's apartment, drives, rams the car, and then gets out of his car, shoots the guy on the floor, and then goes to his wife's car and shoots his wife. Have you seen that video?
No, that's a terrible
That's
video.
a fucked up video, bro.
Where'd you find that?
It was posted on Facebook or some shit, but then it was removed.
Not a Facebook fucking. That's not a Facebook friendly type of video, bro.
It was removed, but this was a while ago.
I wonder
that I
why
saw
it was removed.
But yeah, you see the guy literally fucking like that was insanity.
That's
And he had a bulletproof vest on and shit.
that's fucking crazy, bro. That's like
That's
mercenary
banana.
shit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude, that's fucked up. I'm looking at the chat right now. They're talking about communism and fascism. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how it turned into that.
Yeah, how did that happen?
They want basements. Justin Trudeau's trying to take us down.
He is.
I don't know what the fuck. This is fucking crazy. I missed the whole chat. I don't know what does that even mean. Oh, Tom from downtown Rimshot. Jesus Christ! I missed so much in that goddamn chat. They're having their own goddamn adventure. Anyways, yeah, I don't know, Poseidon. Interesting question. I don't know if it would be moide. I don't know. I mean, it's murder, but I don't know crime passion. I'm telling you, self-defense is where I draw the line.
Somebody posted this in going a little bit back to.
Did you come in that video? They're asking, the one where the guy's shooting everyone.
Why would I come?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it was just you were so excited. Maybe you yawned. I don't know. Speaking of dicks,
I don't have bloodlust.
for whoever's on Compound Media, we got a new sponsor. It's Blue Chew. The penis pills. And if you guys want to try it for free, just use promo code 2drink. I think the number 2 and then space drink. When you go fill out the order, and you get free dick pills. I guess it's fucking crazy. You could use that for the prostitutes. Fred is asking, how many prostitutes did Poseidon fuck in his life? Do you know the life number?
3.
In your life?
Yeah.
You haven't fucked but more than once.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Really? That's it? 3? You're really committed.
Oh, plus the 2 in Cuba, 5.
So why would that not count?
Because I forgot about them.
Well, okay. So 5, but repeatedly.
Yeah, except for the other 2 in Cuba, there was just a one-time thing.
Yeah, I turned my head for 5 seconds, Bertus, and it turned into fucking communism in the chat. Like, come on, guys. We're talking about murder here. I look, this is about what the fuck's everyone doing?
Well, communism, there's a lot of murder that goes on during communism, technically, so. I mean,
Tom, who banned you from what? From making a racially insensitive joke? Where'd they ban you from? He needed the money. Yeah. Where I wonder where they banned Tanaka. Tanaka's a cool dude. Guy, by the way, guys, fucking follow that guy on Twitter. He's got some cool shit. It's a lot of wrestling-related humor. Makes me laugh, Tanaka. That's ridiculous. Make jokes about it. Yeah, make jokes about everything, man. If they're jokes, that's the thing. People, we talked about it with Mike this week about politics getting in the way of comedians, right? Like a lot of comics, they put their politics in the forefront. Like, I'm a comedian, but I'm a left-wing comedian. Or I'm a conservative comedian. Fuck off. Be funny. Be funny. Nobody. I don't want to know about your politics. Just be funny.
Yeah.
And nobody cares.
You know, I've had a conversation with a lot of people about this. Politics and comedy, most people hate it.
Yeah.
Even people who are a little more left-leaning, I've noticed.
Nobody would like this because you don't want to be dictated. You want to enjoy the art.
Like, I have a coworker. He told me this, and this is very logical. He goes, regardless of my political views, he goes, I want to enjoy raw comedy. I want to laugh at
Everybody
crazy, retarded, stupid shit, he goes.
Crazy, retarded, stupid shit. It's the best kind.
You know, he goes, whether it's about whether it's racist, it's about rape or anything like that, he goes, I want to enjoy raw comedy.
Hopefully it's racist.
And most people I've spoken to have said the same thing.
Yeah, who's gonna say otherwise, Poseidon? Like, why would you want them? I don't like that the politics are getting involved in movies. They're getting involved in video games and comedy a lot. Get the fuck out of entertainment. It used to be. I remember back in even 20 years ago, even 15, even 10 years ago, you could be friends with people that are complete. You know who they're voting for, and you're both voting for two different people, two different sides. Politically, and everybody gets along and fucks around and laughs. You know, and then you go vote and you make fun of who they're voting for. Like, you fag, you're voting for Hillary or whatever, you know?
Yeah,
and then that's fine. You move on. Now it's like this weird tribalism where if you're voting for someone else,
You've turned into my enemy.
yeah, it's
weird.
crazy.
It's very weird.
And it's funny because who's to blame? It's obviously the media because that's how it changed, right? That's how culture changed. But they fucking got away with this one.
That's
they
fucked
fucking
up.
Yeah, they fucking got away with this one where nobody noticed that they tricked everyone into becoming crazy retarded.
But I can see how it swung that way. Because, like, you could get people to think, like, oh, if he voted for the other person, basically he's not looking out for me and I'm not looking out for him. So it turns into, like, an enemy thing, you know?
Yeah, but here's the thing that people forget is everyone, in general, everyone is... Look, that's what I said. Most politicians, not even most, actually most are shit. But you find some, you don't like Crazy Eyes Cortez, right? When you listen to Crazy Eyes Cortez, at least what she's saying is completely stupid and wrong. But she actually she thinks she could make a difference, and she thinks that that's the way to get there. Now, what she's proposing is fucking stupid. To take 70% of people's money is like, fuck you. Who are you to take everybody's money?
awful.
Yeah, fuck you. No, the government should. But she honestly thinks that's the best way, you know? Whereas then you have other people like Nancy Pelosi doesn't give a fuck. They're like, how am I gonna get paid? You know. So that's the difference. So they're both shitty, right? Because one doesn't care, and the other one cares but has no fucking clue on how to go about things.
Yeah, and what the fuck is going on to begin with?
But the good thing, somebody brought this up to me a couple of days ago. Somebody I work with on another show, she's one of the editors. She brought up that at least Cortez is honest, and I was like, "Fuck, that's fucking true." You know where she stands. So as much as I make fun of Cortez, and I don't agree with her fucking communist agenda of taking everyone's money, at least she's not hiding it. She's like, "This is what I fucking believe in." She's not playing the, she's not doing like the Pelosi thing of we don't need security on the borders. Yes, we need security on the borders. We don't need a wall. Yes, we need a wall. She doesn't play that shit. So at least, But I don't know who the fuck's gonna agree with losing 70% of their money. That's crazy.
But man, but here it's bad, bro. Like, you remember last time I was talking to you and I was telling you I've only paid off half of my debt. I should have paid off more.
Yeah.
And you're like, you gotta see there's a fuck up somewhere. Somewhere you're getting fucked.
Yeah.
I found out.
Where?
I did a calculation. My taxes, bro.
Yeah.
They're destroying me, bro. They
They're
take
taking
away
so much money.
2 to 3 grand every month.
Yeah.
Bro, 2 to 3 grand every month, bro.
Yeah. It's tough.
I was calculating it, bro. I almost lost my marbles, bro.
Yeah. No. It's fucking crazy.
Insanity.
Yeah.
2 to 3 grand, bro. 2 to 3. You know what I could do with 2 to 3 grand extra,
I get
bro?
taxed twice.
That's fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
How can they do
the
this,
company,
bro?
Pantelis Comedy, gets taxed, and then I get
Yeah,
taxed.
but how have they gotten away with this? Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
No, because nobody really doesn't. People only get mad and protest if like their fucking hockey team is losing. Nobody fucking protests crazy taxes. And if we were living in a utopia, you're like, I pay a lot of taxes, but everything's perfect. So then there's an argument to be made.
Yeah, but bro,
That's not the fucking case, bro.
not at all, bro.
No, government's there's so many employees doing meaningless jobs.
Like, how many guys you think that work for the government are just mooching, bro?
So many. Everybody knows this.
And they're pocketing, bro.
Let's see. Republicans could learn from Cortez. She may be fucking mental, but she reaches out to the public in a way that they don't. Yeah, honesty. I am telling you, dude, honesty. And that's what turned me off and on a lot of different people in the past couple of years. It's just honesty. If I know where you stick, because I don't give a fuck. Like, everybody, unless your opinion is fucking murder people. If your opinion is like kill black guys, like then maybe we're gonna. That's a little extreme. We're not gonna get along. But if your opinion is more taxes, less taxes, whatever, I might not get along with you if you want more taxes.
Yeah.
But fuck, man, at least you're honest. We can have a debate. We can be civil. We could be fucking adults. But fuck, man, if you're lying and you're bullshitting,
and you have bad intentions.
yeah, because if you're lying,
It's
that's
the
how I
bad
know.
intentions.
That's how I know your intentions are. And I've said this before about the media. When you know that they're being what's it called? You know that what they're saying is wrong, because if you're right, you wouldn't need to lie. So the second they spin something, then they retract it, and this CNN, they became, ever since Trump won, they became a joke. They stopped providing news, right?
Yeah.
They don't focus on any news. There's kids dying in Yemen. They're just like, fucking Trump likes cheeseburgers. Bro, you're fucking news. I don't care.
Oh, there was
so
a whole
ever
thing.
since they ever since they changed and they started, well, a bit before I think they were fucking around, but ever since then, you can't trust them because like, your intention is not to provide me with news.
Yeah.
Your intention is to shit on someone you don't like. I'm not in that world. I don't make money from the Republicans, from the Democrats. I'm not in their political fights. So I don't care that you don't like that person. It's not and you don't even go about beefs properly,
They gotta do it like in the hood. But there was that picture of
No, Lars, she is honest because she does say stupid shit like that. She says, yeah, I wear this and that, but we should increase. She does say it. You know who she is, and they call her out on this, but there's nothing to call out. She's honest. She's just honestly an idiot because what she says is fucking stupid. Because what she doesn't understand is that if she were to get taxed 70% of her money, she wouldn't be able to afford that shit anymore. But that's what I'm saying is she's honest, but what she's saying is stupid. She doesn't understand that it doesn't work that way. You want the economy to start rolling. The government is taxing people too much, both in the States and in Canada, but especially in Quebec, we're the most taxed state on the planet. But give people more takeaway money instead, because now they're talking about how I'm gonna make one little side note. So because they talk about minimum wage. Minimum wage it's good to have a livable minimum wage. That's great. The problem is when you're forcing it too fast on companies to pay a wage higher because they didn't calculate. Some companies can't afford it, right? Then they have to fire people. They have to get machines. So what you do is, if you want people to have more money, you don't need to, as a government, force a corporation to pay more. You should take less taxes so that the person has more takeaway money, so they have more buying power. But they don't want to do that. They're greedy. They want more money. Yeah. So they're like, okay, listen, Poseidon, I want more money. So from this guy, You know, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna pay him more so that he gets a bit more and I get a bit more. But the main thing is to get him more money so he stops bitching at me for taking his money. No, how about I take less of his money, let him live a bit, right? So you let these companies grow.
Because even on minimum wage, if it wasn't so heavily taxed here, it could still be somewhat livable for the single guy living alone in an apartment.
Yeah.
You know? Like if he lived in a bachelor and he bought like a car, instead of costing him 3-4 bills a month, it costs him 1 to 200 a month.
Yeah, but if the government's taking half your fucking...
Exactly.
That's what happens here in Quebec. If the government's taking half your fucking money and then they complain to you, like, oh, why can't you make it work? Just think about it. If you're a single guy and you're working a job that pays minimum wage here, what are you going to fucking afford? You're working full-time. What are you going to fucking afford when half of what you worked for goes to them? And then they don't give it back to you in a proper way. They tell you, oh, you have certain services that you never use, right? And those services aren't even properly managed.
Yeah. That's the worst part.
The road work isn't properly managed. The hospitals aren't, and the hospital is not the fucking employees' faults. There's a shortage of nurses. They don't want to pay. They don't want to give money so we can have more nurses, doctors, all that. Like they keep fucking us.
Or like when you see 15 guys filling up a pothole.
I don't need 30 fucking politicians at $120,000 a year.
Yeah.
To be sitting in a room and yelling at and jerking each other off. I'd rather fucking. How much are these politicians getting paid? 100 G's. Fucking. I want to give that money to doctors. I want another doctor. For every one of these cocksuckers, I want another doctor.
Another thing.
Give the doctor 100 G's.
Doctors, bro, here, forget it.
They don't make money.
They don't.
So they have to leave. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you want to put money somewhere, give it to where we need it, right?
Like I was talking to. I remember when I used to do Uber when I was very tight on money. I did it just so I could survive a bit. I picked up a doctor at some point from the hospital, and we started talking and this that. I go to her house, being a doctor in Quebec and this that. She told me, "Oh, if I lived alone, I would barely make it." She goes,
That's fucking crazy.
She's lucky because where I dropped her off, off.
She's lucky because I dropped her off. I dropped her ass off.
I don't. She was telling me this. I'm lucky because her husband, her husband's driving around a Maserati.
Okay.
So she goes. He has his business. He's in. He's like a private.
I'm listening. I'm just
I
checking out the Discord.
She was telling me fast. He was like a private contractor for security. So there's a
shit.
lot of money in that.
Yeah.
And she goes, if it wasn't for him, she goes, I'd barely be making it. She goes, the only reason I'm here is because his business is based here and her family is based here. That's the only reason she's still here. But as a doctor, bro, it's insanity that she would barely be able to make it month after month as a doctor, saving lives. And she wasn't like just a doctor that comes in and like taps your knees. Like she was I don't remember what she told me that she did, but it was something with she would do operations on some shit, something important. I forgot.
Fucked.
As a doctor, bro.
Yeah, and imagine, Arc makes a good point. And doctors make a lot more than most people in Quebec. They make, and they're having, so imagine.
They make 6 figures.
So hold on. They make if a doctor's telling you, now, okay, there could be 2 cases, the doctor doesn't know how to manage their money, but I do know for a fact, because of the taxes, right, because they reach that bracket where they get pulled right back down, so they're not seeing it. Imagine if a doctor is telling you, like, you see, our Arc is like rich people whining. So they get, the second they fall into that bracket Arc, they might as well have been getting paid 70 or 60 instead. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a bracket that you reach where you eat a huge dick. So if a doctor's telling you it's a little tight, then how the fuck do you think it's normal for regular people to survive, right? And then you ask for more taxes. Are you fucking crazy? Give people, it's not our fault. It's the company's fault. Every corporation or every business should pay people more.
No,
look,
it's not up to the business.
It's not up to the business. It's not, because you don't know what that business is doing. Not every business is a fucking Walmart.
Yeah.
You can have a small fucking cafe. If the small fucking cafe tomorrow needs to pay people $25 an hour because you're taxing them too much, they don't have money to pay the rent, they're not going to survive.
Oh, definitely not.
In order to have businesses thrive and people thrive, have buying power, you need to lower fucking taxes so that people have more buying power. And everybody wins. The money circulates. Now the money's going one fucking place. The goddamn government. So that Trudeau could buy fucking Chewbacca socks. Ugh.
But this is simple though. It's not complicated. Like, if you look at video games,
it's not simple. You know why? Because you're fucking people's money.
Yeah.
They don't like that shit. So what you have to remember is that all these people that have these meaningless, like, dudes, those are meaningless jobs. When all those people that are in fucking, they're not providing any entertainment. Nobody wants to see them there. All these people in like Parliament, you see that many people getting that much money, right? They're fucking useless. They're not helping society.
They're just leeches.
They're leeches on fucking society. So to fuck with them, what are they gonna do? Most of them don't have any other skills. Like a lot of them graduated, they got something, even have like law degrees, but they don't practice it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're fucking nothing. A lot of these people. They're not doctors. They're not fucking plumbers. They're not They don't have anything to offer.
Yeah.
You know. So they're very protective of no. The taxes need to be high because that's how they get paid.
Yeah, of course. Because without it, they're gonna fucking.
Obviously,
they're gonna be bums.
Yeah, nobody. If you had the choice, right now, and they would give you a list at the end of the year where this is where your taxes go, right, and you have the choice of where to go. You know how many of these fucking people would be out of a job because everybody would fucking choose. All right, I want roads, hospitals, make sure kids are okay. The rest of the money give it to me. That's it. If I have to choose, why would I fucking pay these guys to negotiate for me? There's no negotiating. Fucking hospitals are important. Roads are important. I don't give a fuck about like.
And it's simple. You know where I learned that high taxation is bad? From a video game, Total War. As a kid, when I used to play it, whenever I would up the taxes.
Cero, did you call me a closet communist? I just. I believe in less government, not more. Taxes are a hoax. I don't know if he's calling me a communist or someone else. Certain states will pay for a larger amount of your student loans. I think he's talking to Oswald. Sarah, you're talking to Oswald or to me? Because I'm definitely not. I fucking hate communism. I don't want taxes. Like any businessman, they create jobs also. Yeah, a good businessman, and if you start a business, you create jobs, and you create something that. So let's say, fucking even iPhones, man. Or I'm not gonna use that example right now because it's too big. But let's say you have the best fucking bagels in town, even that, right? So what you're doing is a bagel shop. You open up a bagel shop. You got to pay to buy the equipment. You got to pay, that circulates money. Then you need employees. You need people to cook that shit, to bake that shit. You know what I mean? You're giving jobs. It's good to have people that are can create businesses and pay people money, right? Now, if you're telling me, oh, but why don't those people get paid more for where they work? Well, dude, the guy making, the guy who started the business, and the guy who works for him is never going to make the same amount of money. We know that, right?
Because
that's crazy.
Risk factor. Too.
Risk factor, too. That guy's risking everything, and you're not. But not just that. He decides, basically the market dictates. If you think it's worth you working at the Denny's parking lot, if it's the drive-thru, if it's worth it for you to do it for $15 an hour, it's worth it. If you're like, no, I'm worth 20, I have to find, that's fine. That's the market dictating. He's going to get people that are willing to work 15. That's perfectly fine. The problem for me is when the government steps in and you think you're going in there for 15, you're going to leave with 10, maybe.
If you're lucky.
Especially here. So the problem there is that it's the government that's leeching off you, okay? And the reason why you're having trouble paying your bills is not because you're a piece of garbage. It's not. The problem is that you're not getting your money. So how the fuck do they expect you to do all that, right? And then they blame the companies. No, you need to pay them. Well, where the fuck are they going to get? Then they have to up their prices, right, to match for it. So then if they up their prices, then maybe other people won't shop. They're like, fuck, I don't have enough because I'm not getting paid more because I'm still getting taxed a lot.
It just turns into this vicious cycle.
Yeah, fucking Trudeau. Trudeau rolls up his fucking sleeves. He's like, we can do this, guys. I have money. I'm cool. Give me more years.
It's frustrating because, and another thing, bro, I work my ass off.
Yeah.
To make sales and this, that. And another thing, first of all, overtime shouldn't even be taxed.
Okay. Can I say something about overtime? Because I thought people were going to get bored with all this tax shit, but it seems that people are very interested in this. Here's my thoughts on overtime. You could tell me what you think. So what bothers me about getting taxed fucking double on overtime, to me, it's fucking crazy. Because you tell people to work hard to make something of themselves, right? So let's say right now you have extra debt. You want to pay it off. You're like, you know what? I'll take some extra shifts, this and that. But you get taxed more for working extra. You get penalized for working more, try to get yourself out of the situation, and you end up making less or the same money you would have for working 40 hours. Yeah. Remember that threshold? I remember when I was working video games, and there was that fucking threshold when I was doing testing where I could do so many hours over that the second I passed that, I would end up getting minimal return because of the taxes. So they would basically, they're stealing 20 hours from me of overtime. So when you're doing overtime, they should either tax you at a regular rate or less because you're fucking working more to try to get. It's crazy. No. They penalize you for working more.
They shouldn't tax you at all. Because your contribution is 40 hours, right, to the economy. You contributed those 40 hours, and you contributed taxes with those 40 hours.
Let me keep the remaining 20.
Anything more should go straight into your pocket.
I'm okay with that, too. I'm honestly okay, because now they're taxing you on hours instead of money.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're getting taxed for working. It's
because they're taking your life away. Literally, they're taking, You're wasting more of your time that you could have spent with family.
But Oswald, what you're saying is stupid because it's not bringing refugees. They can do all that shit that corporations don't want to pay citizens for. I don't want refugees coming and not getting paid properly because that's fucking crazy too. I want everybody to get paid fairly. Okay, and corporations are willing to pay. Corporations need shit done. They're willing to pay for it. The problem isn't the corporations paying. The problem is people don't have any more buying power. The people don't have money for rent. The problem now, especially here, is that there's not enough buying power for the mass. The reason why they don't have buying power is because most of the money they make, no matter how much they're getting paid, is leaving. It's being taken away from their pockets before they even have a chance to spend it. So the problem isn't the corporation because the corporations are paying people. The government isn't paying anyone. Yeah. The government isn't giving you a job. The government isn't creating jobs. People, businessmen are creating jobs. People who fucking open restaurants, hotels, they're the ones creating the jobs. They're the ones moving the economy forward. The government isn't moving the economy forward. They're regressing everything. You tax people less, you give them more buying power, and you let the economy flourish. You have more money on you, you're gonna buy more shit, but then it's dangerous for them because then you kind of have the ability to get yourself out of debt, which is something they don't like. Yeah. Because if you get yourself out of debt and you don't have to do the regular 9 to 5 shit because you gotta pay and you start thinking and you start creating more and more and more, you fall out of the system. That's not good for them. That's less sheep. So you have to remember, it's a big plot. It's not the corporations aren't evil because you could be a corporation. Yeah, this is a corporation. Yeah, I'm incorporated. Pantelis Comedy. You know what I mean? Corporations aren't inherently evil, right? Corporations offer something. They create something. They're not taking unless it's a corporation that their job is they go door to door just taking your money. That'd be fucked up. But the only way they exist is because they create a product. They offer a product or a service. You know, that you want. Or that certain people want. If they're not taking, the only people that take is the government. The government's not paying you guys. The government, unless you work for the government, you get a job for the government, which 90% of them are fucking useless, right? If you're talking about government, if you're talking about DMV, if you're talking about just sitting there all day, fucking, no, that's a stupid job. God damn it.
Or like, bro, sack employees for alcohol.
Yeah. Well, they're cashiers, right? You mean the cashiers, basically.
Bro, they're paid $20, $21, $22 an hour?
Yeah, so because it's the government, right? So they get, it's the same as working at a goddamn Walmart, except they deal with a lot less bullshit, because there's a lot less people, and they get paid fucking almost twice as much. So the government's willing, that's what I'm telling you, is they're willing to tax you more, so you have, but their own people, their own employees, right? They're fucking, and the money's coming from you.
And not just that, it's a profitable business.
Of course, everybody's buying booze. Yeah, but that's another thing. Just how they did that with the booze, right? Where they isolate those areas and they have special pricing and they charge you more if you're. It's a fucking scam isn't even the word. It's a racket. Yeah, it's all the shit that they talked about the mob doing.
It's a cartel. Yeah,
that's what they do. That's what they fucking do. And then they
learned from the Italians here, you know.
No, they didn't. They didn't learn because they're not fair. They don't kick back.
It's true. Yeah.
They don't kick back. They don't.
At least the mob was fair about it.
Yeah, they don't keep the community happy.
The mob knew.
Yeah, well, obviously, because if your community's not happy, if things aren't, dude, you know what's crazy is the government would actually have more money if they would tax people less, which sounds crazy, right? But the problem is the reason why it's true is because if you have more buying power, you spend more. Yeah, everything you spend is taxed. The more profits the corporation makes from money that you spent on them, they pay back. Do you understand what I'm saying? So in the end, they would get it back in taxes. But that's not what they're fucking doing. And they cripple. But you know what? They'd still be getting it back in taxes, but you'd be able to live better. You'd be able to afford a better place. You'd be able to buy more food at the grocery store. Because when everything goes up, how the fuck, especially here, I don't understand how they're willing to tax people more or the same when groceries, everything goes up. If you give a fuck about the people, which they don't, they'll be like, "Oh, we got to be careful now. You know, groceries cost more. Minimum wage didn't go up. Taxes did, or taxes stayed the same. We got to lower the taxes and figure out a fucking stupid program that we could cut, you know? Fucking gender studies or some shit. So just something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give people more buying power so that they can fucking live. So that people who live alone, people, you know, could survive. But no, they don't give a fuck.
Or the fact that they tax commission too. Like salesmen. They tax basically because Because that's work that you put in that you didn't just go and sit there. Let's say you were behind a counter or behind a cash. That's work that you put in. It was 100% a result of your work, the commission, right? And they literally take a tax from that work. Like,
I
it's
put the
crazy.
fucking work in. By the way, because I see that the chat is going fucking crazy about illegal immigration. So let's see. La 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 la. So Ciro is saying that he used to have a diverse neighbor from Tunisia. Oh, we know Tunisians. Who would constantly joke about raping Quebec women because they aren't real people, according to him. So here's the thing, Ciro. Remember one thing: don't fall for the trap. Remember that that's one person, right? It's not every fucking Tunisian that's gonna go out and rape people. That's one fucking person. Don't fall for it. Because by the way, the whole you think Trudeau's a hippie and he wants to bring no. They want you to have that xenophobia. They need you to be scared, so that then they could turn everything on you, right? And then there's a problem. They're like, oh, it's because you guys can't get along. Right? Don't fall for that shit. There's a lot of garbage people out there, and they're gonna take advantage of fucking idiots like Trudeau.
It has
They'll
nothing to do
But it has
with-
nothing to do with the global. You know?
It has nothing to do with nationality.
Well, obviously, it just has to do with culture. Remember that. It has nothing to do with it's culture. Your culture could be garbage. If your culture in your city or in your nation is shit, you're going to be fucking shit. So if your culture is fucking rapey, and your culture, you in your fucking village is raping people, right? It doesn't mean the country or the nation is, but if that's your culture there, if that's your shitty culture, then that culture is toxic. But it's not a skin color or a nation that decides it. You know plenty of Italians, they're all different. You know what I mean? Like everybody has their own. We know shitty people. We know good people. But don't fall for the group think. They want you to blanket people. There's good people. There's bad people. Judge them on their fucking behavior.
And we know some garbage Greeks too.
Yeah, of course. There's garbage. There's garbage everything.
Yeah.
But you can't fall into the trap of they're all the same, because then they put you in that boat too.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this guy doesn't want to. And that's what Trudeau wants. Trudeau and other people like that, they like the ability to go tell you after that you're the problem because you hate everyone from there, right? So don't fall for that fucking trap. The second someone like this guy, the neighbor, the fucking rapey neighbor, this guy's a piece of garbage. Culturally, he's a fucking zero. Him. But
It's like because I have a lot of Muslim neighbors.
yeah.
I would tell you right now, most of them sweethearts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not.
Sweethearts.
And also, when people talk about the news, obviously there's a lot of shit that's going on in Europe right now with the migrants, and there's a lot of rapes and this and that. But it's the news. They're only going to show you the rapes.
Yeah.
They're not going to show you people who are just trying to fucking survive. You know what I mean? So they'll show you the rapes, and then the media knows what they're doing. The media does it on purpose to get you riled up because you're like, holy fuck, everyone's getting raped. Because in Greece it happens. There's a lot of shit that happens in Greece right now. But it's not. There's much more higher percentage of people, refugees that came over that are just trying to survive, and they're not bothering anyone, right? But then there's the fucking crazy ones that's the other thing about not having. That's why you need to have borders.
Yeah.
You need to have borders so that they don't get in. That you
The
have
crazy
people that
ones.
want. Yeah, that you have people that want to live, that need to survive. That
Like I
because
remember-
all people are talking about now. Not obviously there's some people who are just racist and don't want anyone, right? But what they want the borders isn't so that nobody can get in. It's so that you see,
There's
you know,
control
there's
on who gets
control on
in.
who gets in because you don't want this shit happening. Like the States, I know most of them because the Mexican culture is mixing a lot, so they want Mexicans to come in, the ones that are good, that want families.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit about that
because
But
they
don't
have
want,
the right values.
Yeah, they don't want MS-13 coming from El Salvador
Yeah.
and shit like that. Which to me makes sense. You want to know who's coming to your borders, but don't let them trick you into grouping the group think, because it's easy to get into it because you'll see 2-3 stories about Muslims or whatever, and then you think, oh, it's all of them. It fucks with your perception too, because it's not.
Like I remember.
And Islam, Sarah, because what you're saying, yeah, Islam definitely has a lot of fucked up shit, right? A lot of fucked up shit. But most people that are going to follow it are going to follow it the way Catholics follow Catholicism nowadays, like just moderate. Like nobody's going to start cutting
Nobody's
heads
gonna-
off
yeah,
infidels.
nobody's gonna go hardcore.
Do you know what I mean? And the ones that do are the ones that they're trying to fucking keep out. That people are saying, no, let them in too. That's, I believe you should draw some fucking lines, But most of them, Ciro, on the planet, it's they don't follow it to that degree. Trust me, I'm in the UK. We are the canary in the coal mine. So Tom could probably at least attest to, because I know in the UK they do have neighborhoods right now where it's fucking crazy right there.
Oh yeah.
Where hardcore fanatics have taken over neighborhoods and shit. That's what I'm saying. That doesn't mean that fucking your neighbor, because people in that neighborhood are fucking crazy and they're following Sharia law. That doesn't mean that your neighbor, the Algerian guy, for example, is a piece of garbage because of them, But the problem with, tell us about your compound trip. I'll tell you. I'll tell you in a second. But the problem with that, like what we're saying now about the whole group thing, is that you have these neighborhoods that, especially in Europe, they become so fucked up that then they go in the news and they really are fucked up. They have the worst of the worst, and then that becomes the norm. So people are like, oh shit, if we let Muslims in our neighborhood, they're gonna do this. It's not,
Because I was gonna use my neighbors as an example.
because you have some garbage ones.
Actually, it's only one neighbor in particular.
The
that's
guy
a
who tried to
piece of
convert
shit.
you.
No, the guy that tried to steal our parking spot and then tried to steal our apartment.
Yeah.
I remember 3 years ago we didn't have this problem of we all lived together. We were all Muslims, Catholics, Orthodox living. Nobody had a problem with each other.
Yeah.
When this piece of shit moved in, tried to fuck over everyone. He tried to become part of the
board.
like the board and stuff. And apparently he skimmed money. Anyways, it's a fucked up situation right now. But there were he came at the same time as another, and they're both Algerians. As another Algerian Muslim came in. In the beginning, they were friends, but that other guy is such a piece of shit that the other Algerian Muslim now hates him.
Yeah, well, that it happens. I mean, Tom, you know what you're talking about? That your neighborhood, like in the UK, you know how many Muslims see videos of those people, the rape gang people, and this and that, and they're fucking disgusted by it.
Oh yeah,
They're like, what the fuck is this? Like, but I don't know. I think it's I think the problem you guys have in the UK is that's the problem with mass migration when you're not looking at who's coming in. You're not getting people from the cities. You're not getting people who are educated.
Well, because
you're getting people from fucking villages.
not just that. Even if you get good people in, right? If you bring in good people along with the bad,
It's still the
it's
bad are gonna-
toxic
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's toxic, right? It spreads. Even if you, because hate breeds hate.
But that's what I'm telling you. That it's a culture thing. Everybody, it would be very simple if it was, but it has not. It has to do with your culture. Because if you grew up in a place where your culture is garbage, you rape women, you do this and that, and that's what you're bringing over. That's garbage. That culture is gonna seep.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to have some kind of accountability of who's coming the fuck in.
Because even if you bring in 100 good people, but you bring in 2 bad, right?
Yeah.
Even if there's those 100 good people, if they kind of like, I don't know how to explain this.
Talking about Brexit is a good idea. I'm for Brexit. I'm for Grexit too. I don't want some fucking people in Brussels who don't live in Greece, who don't live in the UK, who don't live in France, dictating what another country should fucking do. I'm all for Brexit. I don't like the European Union. I don't like it at all.
Me neither.
I find it crazy. It's the same as the government now coming into your house and telling you who's allowed to come in, what food you're allowed to eat, how much you're allowed to buy of something. It's my fucking house. Get the fuck out of here. I don't like the idea of
Live and let live.
Cyril says hate breeds hate. Well, of course, hate breeds hate,
Yeah.
Cyril, but yeah, that's the thing. When your culture is fucking hateful, Jesus Christ, it's hard for other people not to hate you.
And it's not just hate. Also, I've noticed negativity does this as well. Negative people.
Yeah, negative people do the same thing. Yeah,
This is why,
but it's hard. It's kind of like what Cyril's saying now. It's hard not to be negative when you're surrounded by, like, if Cyril fucking has a neighbor that comes in and says, "Fuck you, you become like me, or I cut your head off," or this. It's very hard for Cyril not to be negative.
yeah.
You know, that's why you got to screen who the fuck's coming in.
Yeah.
Like you saw that Saudi girl that got asylum, and she's gonna be a Canadian citizen. The one that
Yeah.
escaped, that her parents were gonna murder her, right?
That's fucked up, man.
But did you see what? But do you see what she did? She left a place that was fucking oppressive and this and that. And what did she do? She didn't come here and she's like, "Oh, you know what? We got to do what they do over there. It's cool."
Yeah.
The first thing she did is she was taking pictures. She's like, "Yo, bacon's delicious." I don't know why they stopped us. And she was wearing
Yeah,
a,
I
she was
saw
wearing
that.
a
I
dress
saw
with
that.
her legs
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
She's like, "No, this is the culture I'm
She's
adopting."
happy. Yeah.
Because that culture repressed me.
Because
and
it
this
was
and that.
poisonous
Yeah,
and it was evil and
Well,
it was
Saudi Arabia's hardcore culture,
bro.
But that's what I'm saying is she did that. So that those kind of people that like embrace, that's fucking, you know. You know what I mean? Like, that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. You
I know,
can't
I
just
know.
hate everyone. Like, people need help. There are some people that need help. The
'Cause not-
problem is when you're too lazy to do your job, and you're like, just let everybody in. Somebody's gonna need help.
And not just that, not everyone's gonna be like me and you, where we're very not
Cyril
aggressive,
yeah,
but
wait.
we're also like we know how to defend ourselves. Like we grew up in that environment, like Evangeline, that school, you know, where like if somebody came at us in some way, like we know how to defend ourselves, not just physically, but
Mentally,
mentally as well. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But not everyone is like that. I've noticed.
yeah. I don't know. It got into such a serious fucking
Yeah.
immigration talk.
Sorry,
podcast.
guys.
No, they're having
Yeah?
the time of their lives. Yeah, they're
Good.
talking with each other. Yeah, you're talking about Brexit biting them in the ass. I don't know. I mean, look, the UK is strong enough. They don't fucking need. The truth is, they don't need Germany. They're all right, and they did the smart thing initially by not accepting the euro, so they could be in charge of their own currency.
That was the best thing they could have
That
done.
was the best thing they could have done. The problem is they still have the fucking monarchy who doesn't
Yeah.
like yeah.
How do they have a monarchy? That doesn't make sense to me. That's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, to me it's fucking crazy too that there's kings and queens and it's in the modern. Like that's a fucked up piece of culture too. To have like there's so much money in the
It's like an RPG, bro. It's crazy.
It's fucking. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Don't fall for the traps. I'm telling you, they want you to be racist. They want you to be scared of everyone who's different. They want that because it's so much easier to control everyone when you're divided. But that's why you have to judge people individually.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna find Muslims like that, like ISIS, that want to cut people's heads off, and then you're gonna find fucking your neighbors
Muslims,
or whatever.
my neighbors, yeah.
Go to work like they're like me or
They're
you
from Senegal, bro.
They work,
Sweetheart.
they eat, they just want to take care of the family. They're not trying to do anything to you, you know. But they want you to be scared. They want you to be scared of fucking everyone that's different from you, so that you're always fighting. You're not looking at who's really fucking you.
Exactly.
And you know, even like now, if we're gonna talk real talk, fucking the people that are responsible for ISIS, they had fucking nothing. They had nothing. They were given these fucking weapons. They were funded initially by fucking well, I think it was the Obama administration who really gave them money, because he thought they were freedom fighters. So they could start their own. So like fuck off. Like the people that are funding this shit, you know, and then they had all that money, dude. You know what kind of money these guys were given? ISIS was able to have their own monthly magazine, websites, like highly edited videos. Like they had a fucking editing team. So that they could go and then get kids from the UK, Muslim kids that were living in shitty neighborhoods and this like that, who were fucking angry at the state, and get them to turn on everyone there and fly down there and fight for their fucking caliphate or whatever. Crazy shit. And where that money come from? Is anybody taking responsibility for that shit?
Bro, they had better Wi-Fi than us, bro. They had better Wi-Fi in fucking caves, bro.
Yeah. Better Wi-Fi than us in fucking caves. No, it's fucking crazy. It's
lunacy.
Lunacy. And then, yeah, you got to be careful because if you follow it to a T, like if you look at Islam and you follow it to a T, it's pretty aggressive. So if you're, if you're getting people in the modern world now, nobody follows like that crazy aggressive biblical shit because like, it doesn't fit, like an eye for an eye. Like I'm not gonna cut this guy's eye off or you know what I mean? Like you take stuff with a grain of salt. Yeah. You know what I mean? But if you take people from villages, man, and you put money in there and you tell them that they're right and God wants them to kill people, this and that, if you tell someone that God wants them to do something and they believe hard enough, you can get them to do some crazy ass fucking shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Man,
Holy
this went deep, eh?
Yeah, this went deep. Let's see. Liberals ignoring logic and facts, just redefining language. I don't know. I don't know if you're talking about me, Tom, redefining language. I'm just saying. I try to judge people based on them, on who they are, and not the group. Like because the group is too dangerous to judge. Like if I find out that you're, I don't know. I find out that the Spanish guys raped someone, and then I find out you're Spanish, and then I assume that you're a rapist. It's a slippery. It's a slippery. It's a slippery fucking slope.
Yeah.
It's because then you just you hate everyone. You have to be careful, and then you're not looking at the right enemy.
It's not like every Chinese person is a ninja, Yeah.
Liberals want to fundamentally destroy the West. Fundamentally, yeah. If you're talking about liberals like the hardcore left, they do, yeah, obviously, because it doesn't. The left as it is now, obviously doesn't want that. They don't want free think, free market. They don't. It doesn't go with the current agenda of like heavy taxation.
They want slaves,
bigger government, yeah, and that's why they prefer Muslim villagers to Muslim city people to move over. That's why they prefer it, because they rather people who are uneducated and are hardcore believing in something crazy. They rather have that than people who are educated and contribute, because they'd rather control you. They'd rather be able to control you than to be able to have someone that's gonna think for themselves. Yeah, no, Spaniards aren't known for rape, though. I know. I'm just using that example, but it's the same thing with Muslims. If like right now the rape gangs that are happening in Europe, I know because of Greece and everything. But I know Muslims here that don't rape. So so who do I judge? Do I judge those Muslims like, they probably didn't rape because the guys here don't rape? Or do I say, these guys are probably rapists because those guys raped? It's hard when you do the group thing. I know, Cyril, because if you see all the stories and shit, it gets fucking crazy. And the stories aren't fake. I see a lot of reports about it. But again, it's not everyone. There's people just trying to survive. There's people...
Remember that story with the water park?
In...
with the manager gave out
Malaysia.
so many pamphlets. No, it was in Europe.
No, it was Malaysia. It was.
It was Malaysia.
Yeah, it was Malaysia, where they gave up too many flyers for. It was a water park for a day, a day pass, and they started. It was like 800 guys in that big pool and they were sexually assaulting all the women. Yeah, I'm not gonna blame all Malaysians for that shit. It's fucking crazy.
Or even the 800 people that showed up. Maybe some of the dudes just wanted to fucking chill in the pool. And some other douchebags in the pool were like, I'm gonna fucking stick my finger in her butt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is there's garbage people. I prefer to call them the regressive left. Yeah, exactly. It's the regressive left that really is the problem in that sense. But that I guess I don't know. I'm not dishing out life lessons, but as much as we can, Ciro, be careful because there are people that do have a mental disease of believing in some crazy ass fucking shit. You know, but it's not everyone from a certain country that's going to believe in crazy shit.
Yeah.
And it's not even everyone who grew up with a certain religion that's going to believe in crazy shit, obviously, right? Because then, you know, converts wouldn't exist. All that,
but I've noticed the root of the problem, it goes back to education.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, if you don't... Dude, that's what I'm telling you. Is
regardless of where you're from.
Yeah. Well, look at like when you talk about ISIS and shit, right? The kids that they recruited from the UK, right? They did the same thing it's the same tactics that neo-Nazis used in North America. They went to the shitty neighborhoods. They grabbed the white kids that were minorities in those neighborhoods and that were angry and broken homes, this and that.
Yeah.
They made them believe in fucking white is all right. Italians are not good. Nobody's good except for like the pure whatever they consider pure fucking white.
Yeah.
Super Nazis, and they indoctrinated these fucking kids and they became Nazis. ISIS did the same thing on the other side. They said, oh, Islam and fucking this is the God, and the UK, the white people are the devil. You got to take over the country, shit like that. And they brainwashed these they use the same fucking tactics, right? And most of the funding came from the same fucking places. So yeah, they wanna break you. Yeah, they wanna break you apart. Let's say I blame all Greeks for fucking our girlfriends when we vacation in Greece. You guys have some secret. Yeah, I know they do that a lot. I don't know what the fuck it is when they go down there, these Greeks. But they fuck all the Linda Sarsour Women's March. They're imploding. See, another thing, Linda Sarsour. God damn, another stupid fucking thing. I'm glad that people are speaking out about that. Like, anti-Semitic and still people. That's what I'm telling you, Sarah. Is you have to judge people. They don't want to judge people on an individual basis. What they're saying now is that the Women's March as a whole is a good thing, right? Women marching or whatever. So we can't judge her for being a fucking anti-Semite. The other one for being judge them. Why? I don't care what fucking group they're from. She's a piece of garbage, her. So why can't we judge her for being a piece of garbage because she's part of another group that's not supposed to be a piece of garbage? It's fucking crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy to me.
This is the grouping thing that fucks me up. It's like how I don't know.
Fuck you. She's part of the Women's March, so she can't be bad. Yes, she could be fucking bad, and she's fucking bad. She's a piece of garbage. She's and not just anti-Semitic. I forgot anti-Semitic was because she wanted to destroy Israel, but she also said some other crazy shit too. I think she at one point she was talking about Sharia law and stuff. Like, why would we consider her to be a good person because the overall message of the Women's March is good? That's fucking crazy. No, she shouldn't be allowed to be part of that. Or she could be allowed to be in it, but you could be allowed to be like, fuck this bitch, I don't want to listen to her. It's all hateful shit.
Not even a good person, just a sane person. You know? Maybe she might be insane. You don't know that.
Yeah, Sarah, no. The Women's March has nothing to do with it's not a Islamic Women's March. Initially, I think they made it was supposed to be for like civil rights, like social issues, and then it would fucking. I think even from the first march, they didn't know what they were marching about, and then it turned into this shit. It turned into every day they're like, oh, we're marching for this. We're marching she's marching for anti-Israel. The other one, then she's about Sharia law. Like, it's crazy shit. What does that have to do with Women's March? That's what I'm telling. That's why I'm telling you, Sarah. It's this blanket shit of, oh no, we can't talk bad about her because she's part of this that was supposed to be good. Maybe it was supposed to be good. It isn't now. It isn't fucking now.
Yeah.
People have approached these marchers asking them what they're marching against, and it's just blank stares. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just a group. It's like, no, we're part of it. It's supposed to be good. Yeah, but what is it? This one's talking about destroying another country. This one, like, what are you rooting for? If I knew that I was part of a group that fucking...
I would disassociate myself.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm fucking out of here. I'm not part of this Women's March. I don't give a fuck. I'd rather people try to live peaceful. I don't want to blow up anyone.
Man, it all comes down to live and let live, man.
Yeah, marching for what? I don't know what the latest honestly, Sarah, I don't know what the fuck they were marching. I think it was even canceled because it was too white or some shit. The last one.
Oh yeah.
And some cities, so I don't even know what the fuck they're marching for. It can't be for equal rights. They have equal rights. But that's what I'm saying is now if you listen to the speeches they give, it sure as hell isn't about rights. It's her talking about Israel and just shit that has none. It's not specific to women. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Yeah. So shit like that. That's what I'm saying, Cyril. That's why I try to not group them together. Because if you group them together, if they have something good to say, like if it was the march, I don't know, for fucking, I don't know, free Tibet, I don't know what the fuck, and then she's part of that group, I don't want to go for her just because she's part of that group. I don't like her.
Free Tibet. What do you mean?
Free Tibet, because the Chinese are fucking with them. So if it was like a march for that, let's say it's free
Yeah,
Tibet.
that's a positive thing.
It's a positive thing. But if but I can't like her just because she's part of that. Let's say she was part of that. She's not. She doesn't give a fuck about Tibet. But I'm just saying, if she was part of that, I don't want to like. I don't have to like her or agree with her because she's part of. Fuck her.
Or not just that. Somebody could be for a good cause, but still be a bad person.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's why. But Cyril and gentlemen, we're gonna wrap it up in a little bit. Women have more rights. Yeah, in North America they do, but that's it.
Yeah.
Everywhere else they don't. But in North America they 100%.
And Europe.
No, I think Europe. It depends on what place in Europe. It depends. Yeah, Europe is. You can't blanket Europe the way you blanket North America. North America, 100% Cyril. You're fucking right on the nose. Yeah. If anybody says otherwise, it's lunacy.
Like if you get a divorce here, the judge.
Obviously, yeah. It's the way it is here.
automatically
It's the way it is here. But I don't like that people lie about it and they go, no, it's not. They need more. What more?
Which I don't mind. You know what I mean? Protect the women and children.
I'd love to see women's march against all the rape that's going on in men's prisons. Yeah. The difference there, Cyril, is that they're going to say that it's men raping men. So they can be like, it's, you deal with it. You fix that problem. Stop raping people. Yeah, but I know what you're saying. It's just everybody has their own agenda or their own thing to fight for or whatever. Hopefully moving forward, but it's gonna be hateful for a while. Your agenda has nothing to do with hate or killing or this and that. But a lot of people now, like I said, the hardcore, everybody who's coming from that from the ISIS school of thought and all that shit, that's hardcore. That's super fucking hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
And all those people coming don't want love. All those people coming out of there. That's why there's wars and shit like that down there. So it's going to be difficult. A lot of people, they put their energy into some really fucking heinous shit. But we're not going to make it any better, Ciro, if we just fucking argue and,
Yeah.
You fix. I'm telling you, fix your own shit first. And our own shit here, we have a lot of problems. Whether it's, the economy, the taxes, fucking, I know the States has problems with their borders and shit. Even here too. Even if we have borders, but if you're just letting everyone in, that's a problem too. Because like I said, you don't want to let the garbage in with the good people. So borders are fucking important.
It's like,
but apparently, if I want borders, it makes me a racist. I don't know.
But I was watching a video the other day about a rotten fruit. If you take a rotten fruit, and if you put it into a huge bowl, where it could be
Cyril, they're only against women rape.
Like 12 fruits, which are ripe and they're good fruits, they're not rotten. And if you put in that rotten fruit, that rot is going to start spreading. Yeah. It's the same thing.
Yeah. No, I agree. No, Cyril, you're not an asshole. You're trying to make your case too. I'm just saying that because I know how easy it is because I'm a very passionate person. I'm fucking Greek. You understand? So it's very easy for me to be like, oh, fuck everyone. Like something happens to me at a store. Fuck this whole store. Because one employee, let's say, was shit or whatever. I am that guy. I'm super passionate like that. But the more I meet a lot of people, the more I travel, this and that, I'm like, fuck, man. Like what they try to tell us in the news is they're not trying to inform you. They want you to think that everyone from somewhere, is this type of person. They like that. You think they feel bad or whatever. They don't. They love that shit. Because then they know that you don't know the truth either. You're fucked up. Because there are a lot of fucked up people. And I agree with what you're saying, that there is a problem, especially in Europe right now with hardcore Islam. 100%. That's not a lie. That's true. There's neighborhoods that are fucked up, right? But what they don't show you is the people, like the Muslims, who are like, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is this? And they speak out. Even fucking Ali here, who does even him, he's like, what the fuck is that shit? Like, he doesn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, this is crazy. He'll say, he's like, yeah, those are crazy people. It's the way we'll look at like fucking neo-Nazis who go out there beating people up because they're black or whatever. They're like, yeah, that's like. If you're a white guy, you're not like, oh, we should do that.
Yeah, that's
fucking
up.
crazy, right? That's
fucking
crazy.
Insanity.
Yeah, same shit. The only difference is that they're pushing. A lot of people are spending a lot of money into recruiting and trust me, the videos they're making, the monthly magazine, all that shit, dude. That's not coming from well-wishers, dude. There's funding behind that, and it's all for destabilizing. It's destabilizing regions. Yeah. That's what you need. You need people fighting. You need, like, look at the UK now. The UK has all kinds of
divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer. That's what they need to do. So don't let them. But if you do find people like that, shitty culturally people that want to murder you, rape you, or whatever, yeah, fuck them. those people, you judge them on that, and you fucking do what you got to do. Well, yeah. Oh yeah, the compound trip before I leave. I'm gonna be in New York. I fly in on the 29th, and I leave on the 31st. 29th night, I might be doing some stand up, but I'm most likely just gonna be hanging out with people from Compound or whatever comics are in New York at the time. The 30th, I'm gonna be on the Anthony Cumia show, 4 p.m. Eastern, with Dave Landau, our homie. And on the 31st in the morning, I'm going to be doing In Hot Water with Aaron and Gino, and that's going to be fun. And yeah, that's about what we're doing. And yeah, if you guys want, so put in here, because you guys are already talking, so if you guys want to keep your chats going, or if you guys want to meet each other or whatever, put your Twitter handles on there. Here's the Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord there, you can just talk amongst yourselves instead of everyone on Twitter. Yeah, I like the Imam of Peace. I like him a lot because he calls out. That's what I'm telling you, like the Imam of Peace. Are you gonna get mad at the Imam of Peace and say that he's a piece of garbage rapist because other people, he speaks out about that shit. That's why I'm telling you, Cyril. There's a lot of good people out there. But the media is never gonna cover good people. They're gonna cover news stories. If it bleeds, if it bleeds, it leads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, goddamn, this was a hardcore Sunday. There's a blizzard outside.
Yeah.
We went into fucking racism and immigration.
Yeah, we went into a lot of shit. It started funny and then it turned raw.
You know what? That's good though. That's what these live streams are about. That's where the conversation took us. Let's see. In Hot Water. Let's all meet. Yeah, sure. That's why I started the Discord. Is so that especially people, if we're in the same city, this and that people can actually meet. You know what I mean? And fucking hang out. So I'm gonna put the Discord back in there again. So Discord, Twitter, all that stuff. You guys know where to find me already. It's fucking playing everywhere. And if you're seeing this, you obviously got a goddamn notification. Subscribe to this channel. Click on that notification button because even he noticed today that he didn't have that bell icon going. Yeah. So he didn't get notified when it went live. So there's that. And don't take any advice from me. But if you're going to take one thing, is the less of a cunt you are, the less of a cunt people around you will be. And the less of a cunt you are, the more of a right you have to be a cocksucker if they're being cunty with you while you're being nice.
It's true.
Remember that shit.
Like me at Tim Hortons.
Yeah, if you're being nice and then people are fucking with you, you got the right to fucking explode.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you guys, and check out our stuff. Bam, 2 drink minimum. Oh, dick pills. BlueChew.com, 2, and then drink is your promo code to get some free dick pills if you're in the States. Why not? To give them away for fucking free. Take them.